Evening, people. Welcome to BNR. Welcome to another show. Slightly different tonight. We thought, well, this is on you, Jake. All credit to you for this one because you've been going on about a call-in show for a while. Been asking me what's happened to the call-in show. You asked me last week, then you asked me a couple of days ago, and then you asked me yesterday. We have to hear the fans. So here we are. It's a call-in show. You hear my rubbish 2-3 times a week. You hear Jake's rubbish. You heard a lot of rubbish on Sunday. He was after the manager. Uh, I saw some comments in the chat, and people were going for you, Jake. I don't know if you read them, but pay a visit to him if you fancy. But yeah, we're here to listen tonight. It's your topic. It's your discussion points. It's your agenda or propaganda, whatever you want to talk about. I know probably a few points that are going to be on your agenda: the title race, the contract situation. But it's all up to you, man. Let's hear you. And there's already nearly 100 people in the building on YouTube. I don't know how many people are watching us on Twitter. But if you can want to call us, you have to come over to YouTube. So if you're watching over Twitter, make the switch. There's already a couple of people on backstage waiting. Ali, as ever, is in the house. I have to say, Ali is a proper supporter of VNR. Big up to you, Ali. Always supporting and always listening and engaging in the chat. But here's the link that you need it. I think. Can you see it in the chat by any chance, Jake? If Junior is behind stage, Junior, just pin that link up so people can see it. And I just repeat, people are watching us on Twitter. Make the switch because we want to hear what you want to say. Is there a nervous fan base at the moment? Are you confident that Liverpool are going to see this through? Is this the title deciding week? But big up, man. Big up to you all. But before we go to our first caller, Jake, how are you doing, my friend? Because I do sense a bit of nerves from you this week, Jake. Am I right?
I'm doing well. Let's start with that. Um, I guess I would be lying to you if I told you that there weren't some nerves starting to kick in right now. I'm still confident. I'm still glass half full as it pertains to the outlook of the season. But the reason why I wanted to do a call-in show for tonight was because I think this match tomorrow has a very significant impact not only on the remainder of this week, but in this title race. And if we can manage a way to get 3 points tomorrow, I think it's going to go a very long way. But the counterpoint to that is if we drop points tomorrow, I think that's going to put a massive amount of pressure on this team um, heading into the weekend and heading into the match against Newcastle next week. So
Mm.
I wanted to make sure that we got on a show tonight. We talked to some of our followers and we talked this out because I think this match tomorrow is massive. I think it's a huge game, and if we can manage 3 points tomorrow, as I mentioned, it's gonna go a long way. So I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
Excited and nervous. Alamin's in the building. He's rooting for the opposition, as per he's an Arsenal fan, if you didn't know, Jake. But let's go. There's 3-4 people behind waiting patiently. They came on before me. And it's only right if we bring in Yuvraj. Yuvraj, you're always first.
Yeah,
Always first. How are you doing,
yes.
my brother, man? Long time no see. How are you keeping?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys today?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. I think Jake summed it up perfectly. Nervous and excited.
Yeah, same feeling right now. But yeah, look, tomorrow's game is literally like I would say it's the most important of the season because I feel like you win tomorrow, 10 points ahead. Arsenal need to beat West Ham, which I'm not saying West Ham will do anything. I'm not focusing on Arsenal at all. But I'm just saying I put extra pressure on Arsenal to beat West Ham. They need to win then because they don't win. That's 9 points back to the go. So, but this week generally is massive because I feel like I bit. I'm looking one game at a time, but I'm looking at the City game. I feel like that City game is not going to be as easy as not easy, but I think it'll be a tough one then because I know City are not the greatest right now, but we always struggle there. Like it's just a have a place where we don't win. for some reason. Like it was Everton. It's Everton away. City with them off because we never win, even when we're at best. So, but I'm victim Villa. Like forget City right now. But if you don't beat Villa, then the pressure on that City game is extra. Because I'll be honest, honestly, I wouldn't take a draw versus City, but if you beat Villa, draw versus City, and beat Newcastle, I think I'll take that. 7 points out of 9. Just give me that. I'll take that because I don't think I want to believe in the team we beat City. I don't think we beat City. However, you never know. I'm focused on Villa right now, but listen, I'm excited. I believe. I believe in this team. Look, it was just. I think that Wolves game was just a bit of a. I want to say tiredness. I think the players were tired from the derby. It was, to me, they looked tired. So second half, it was awful. Like we had no shot to target. So it wasn't great second half. But I'm not really concerned. I think it was just one of those games where we had to grind out, and we did. Fair play, and I think that was a champion performance. Now I need to back up with a very good win versus Villa now because I don't want this to be a regular thing, that performance, because if it's a regular thing, then it's going to be pretty hard to win it. You're going to drop more points. So I'm hoping that's just a one-off, because if it's not, then, it's not looking good. But I do think
Yuraj, was it a one-off though? Because in the space of, I think, 3-4 days, we had a similar performance. You could argue against Everton as well.
Yeah, it's true. Look, I just think
I'm here to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Look, I understand it. Look, I think you could. Everyone can say their point. I think it could be anything scenario right now. It could just be regular thing. It's gonna be regular thing, and we just don't perform. Or it just could be. Look, I just think tomorrow's game will prove everything. Tomorrow's game will prove if it was a blip, or it would prove if it was a one. If it's gonna be a whole thing, because all I want to. Okay, I'm not gonna focus on performance tomorrow. If we win tomorrow, I don't care. Just give me the wins right now. But I want to see a bit of a performance. I want to still see a performance a bit, because I don't think we need a response. Like we have been poor last couple of games. Everton away was not great. Even though we did get robbed, but performance-wise was not great. Wolves at home, like I said, I think we 0 shots to target second half. You could tell by that. Endo was our man of the match, I think. So that's a really bad. That's a sign when you were awful. So I'm still confident in the league. I'm not worried about Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal just will lack. They don't have a number 9. Like we shouldn't be worried about Arsenal. Let's be honest. Like we should not be worried. It's on us. If we don't win the league, it's a disgrace. Simple. Like we have to win it now. Like it's a bottle job, because like we were 9 points ahead at a point. So I'm not worried about Arsenal. I'm focusing on us, not Arsenal. We win our games, win the league. So I'm still positive. So listen, a big week, a big 3 games. I'll take 7 points out of 9, but I'd love 9 out of 9. But I think we draw at City.
Are you not concerned with there being fatigue in the squad? If you think that there was fatigue the other night against Wolves or the other day against Wolves, had you not see that carrying over to tomorrow night? If that's what you think happened against Wolves.
I just think the players. Look, I think the players will turn up tomorrow, just because I feel like. Look, I do think we'll. Honestly, it's a good point. Like it could just, like I said, I've said you can say any point, man. I understand if you say it could be a thing where it was a whole thing, fatigue. But I do think tomorrow I want to see maybe like Jones get a start. I think some players are tired, e.g. Gravenberch. I think he needs a rest. And I'm not resting against Villa, but if you have to pick a game between the Villa game, City game, and Newcastle game, I'm picking this game if I have to rotate him, because I think Gravenberch is knackered. And this is why, I think Endo needs to be used regularly. I'm playing Endo tomorrow. Even though I think Slot will pick Gravenberch, I do think Graven needs a rest.
So you're starting Endo and Curtis Jones tomorrow.
And Endo, Sobo, and McAllister, Sobo, and
McAllister, Sobo, and Mac.
And Mac, yeah. But if Grav starts, I won't be against it. But I just think he looks so tired. I think he needs a rest. Like, I think he's played the most minutes for us this season, so he needs rest soon. And it's hard to rest him in this period, because he got 3 games coming up. City away, which Gonzalez, who's the midfield seat? Gonzalez, he looks really good, to be fair. And then Newcastle, we know that midfield's good. So it's hard to rest Gravenberch, but if I had to pick a game where you're going to rest him, it is this game. I don't think Slot will though, just because I think that's his main guy. Like, and he's our main guy. And I think he's probably the guy that he starts every week. So he's actually one of the key guys in the team. So and like no Kamara Onana for Villa tomorrow as well. So that's I think
Yeah.
Endo suits that game tomorrow where you can actually play him. Look, not for the full night. Look, if you want to regard in the last 30 minutes, that's fine. Just grab some rest, please. He looks tired, and I just don't want him to get, especially last end of the season where we're gonna have some tough games. I think we have some tough end to the season. Chelsea away, was it Brighton? Like I forgot who else, but that's where it gets tough. So I need Gravenberch fully rested. So I still think we'll win with Endo. Like you play Endo, I think we still beat Villa. Like, Villa have injuries as well, so we should win tomorrow. I'm expecting a win tomorrow. If you don't win tomorrow, then we'll get worried because I feel like then pressure's on. Arsenal win versus West Ham, which I can do. The gap closes to 4 points, and that's and you were 9 points ahead of Arsenal. It goes down to 4. Then it's like now you actually have to win games. Like we actually pressure. I do not want to be. If we let Arsenal win the league, we're a disgrace, bro. We can't let Arsenal win the league. I swear to God, we can't because their fans have been chatting too much. And if they win the league, it's our fault. So it's in our hands, man. It's simple.
It's in our hands. It's in our hands. Before we go, Yuvraj, because it's not a weekend calling. It's a midweek. People got work as well, so I have to keep the conversation moving. I'm afraid. Before you go, give us your prediction. Your head, not with your heart.
3 to Liverpool. Get ready for dramatic game. Get ready, guys. It's gonna be a lot. Just wait a lot of doubt. You're gonna feel a lot of pain, like in terms of head loss tomorrow. A bit in the periods of games. I think we win 3. It's gonna be a last-minute winner. I think
last-minute winner.
Chiesa is gonna score the winner. Chiesa is gonna score the winner.
No, come on, Yuvraj. No chance.
Salah again.
Well, if he's going to be in the game, it's going to be in the 94th minute. So that's probably the only time he's going to be playing.
I think Salah scores the winner. Salah's going to get that continuous Ballon d'Or charge.
I think if Chiesa is scoring the winners, I'm not worried at all. We definitely win the league. Diga Yuvraj, thank you very much, brother, and hope to see you soon. We'll be trying to do these quite regularly. So keep showing your face, man. Thank you very much for all your support. See you soon.
Thanks, brother.
Jake, let's add the next one in, and he's very own. We've seen this face before. Shahab, what's happening, my brother? First question: Are you coming up for the game tomorrow?
I haven't got a ticket. Have you got one for me?
First question.
You know what? Backstage, you might have heard me, Jake. I'm going to decide tomorrow if I go. But as you know, gold dust, man.
Were you at Goodison?
No, I wasn't at Goodison.
Yeah,
were you at Goodison?
It was horrible. Well,
were you there? Yeah,
I was there. Yeah, it was just. I think seeing that reaction from Everton fans was like crazy. Honestly, it was just mental. Listen, I would like to say it was a great night, but I had to get that done before they went to the new ground. So but I was at Brentford as well, which was lovely. But it looks like my next away is Fulham, I'm afraid.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Shahab, it's your show, man. What do you want to talk about? Even though I kind of know what you want to talk about.
Yeah, man. I think it's a huge week, isn't it? I think I do think it is the title decider week. I don't think tomorrow's game is solely the decider, but as your brother is saying, like I think the pressure against City on Sunday is massive. I don't expect City to roll over for us. I think tomorrow is so big where if you get 3 points, you're 10 points clear before Arsenal obviously play. I think that the Newcastle game at Anfield will be nice for us because under the lights, I think we'll be fired up and I think we'll hopefully get 3 points. But tomorrow, also under the lights, Villa. But I think the way they play could suit us because with that high line, they also play the highest high line. Listen, I haven't watched Villa too much, but when I have watched Emery, it has been like that. So yeah, I think in a way it could suit us, Asim. But we have to win tomorrow. We have to win because I just don't want that pressure on City. I think, when we played United at home, okay, cool, we should have won that one on paper. But I think the occasion sometimes can get to us, and I think City are one of those teams. So, yeah, but I think I would make 2 changes tomorrow.
Okay, and interesting.
Yeah, I think Tsimikas should play. I really think he should. I think Robertson on Sunday was Massive concern. I couldn't believe he got man of the match from Sky, which is mad.
Who
Um,
Endo got it, didn't he?
No, I think he got Liverpool's one, but
Who,
I might be
Robbo?
mistaken. Yeah, Robo got Sky's.
Yeah, I saw that
think-
as well. Actually, I
Yeah.
didn't know. Some corporation gave it to Endo as well. I don't know.
I think it
if
was
that was-
R1, the Liverpool
Was it?
kind of
Okay.
man of the match thingy. Gave it to Endo. So I would play Simicas. I think Robo was, boy, he was bad. He was bad. He was up there. It was with one of his bad performances. I think he gives it his all and he tries his hardest. And I think Diaz is another player where he's not playing well, but he also gives it his all as well. But I would play Nunes tomorrow up front. What do you two think?
I see where you're coming from, but I'll let Jake take this.
Go on, Jake.
I mean, I talk about this quite a bit recently. We're not getting anything out of the 9 position. So as it pertains to productivity, if you're talking about goals and assists from the 9, I don't think it matters who you put in that position. You saw Diaz move out of that position into the wing, and instantaneously he's more involved in goal production. He was involved in both goals. A lot of people want to give him a little bit of criticism for his overall performance, but I think Asim mentioned this on the last show. You can't criticize him for not producing when he doesn't produce, for putting in good performances and not scoring goals, and then also criticize him when he does score goals but doesn't produce a good performance. He can't win in those scenarios. So the overall point I'm trying to make is no matter who we've put in that 9 position, whether it's been Diaz, whether it's been Jota at the beginning of the season, whether it's been Nunez in between, none of these players have been producing from a goals and assist standpoint the entire season. So I'm not really concerned from the sense that who you put in that position to start the match, because I don't think you're going to get production from whoever you put in there. I think it's more of a tactical slash systematic issue, or maybe you may not want to call it an issue, but a situation, just with how Klopp is utilizing his forward line. So
Jake,
if Diaz is going to play on the left wing, he's going to have to produce again.
Look, I think the left wing definitely suits Diaz than he does up top. I think most of our fans would agree. So he's going to be playing there because I know Gakpo's out. Different sort of wingers playing on that left. Asim, I know in the past you've had that chat with Gakpo being more of a threat on that left side, but Diaz is more of a problem for defenders on that left hand side, and you saw that in bits against Wolves in the first half. But I do agree with you, Jake. The output from whoever's playing number 9, but just for tomorrow alone, because you know how high Villa are, you know they've got Kamara out in midfield as well, Nunes in behind, and the way, as you're saying, Nunes has played well in games where he's not scored. I.e., at the top of my head, I can think of the Real Madrid game at home, for example, or maybe the Spurs game in the semi-final. I think just those runs in behind and the way he can link up with Mohamed Salah. I'm not saying Jota can't do that, and I know Jota's more clinical than Darwin Nunez, but I don't know. I just feel like I'll play Nunes, but I do agree with you, Jake, in that sort of aspect. And he's interested to see in the summer what sort of number 9 he wants, man. Is it someone does he want someone like Isak, that sort of profile, or does he want someone like Cunha or João Pedro, which is interesting summer? And but I'll play Nunes tomorrow, man. That's all I would say.
If you're asking me to pick somebody to start tomorrow in the 9 position, with me also knowing that I'm most likely not going to get any production out of that position, I probably go Jota, and I would say that only because if I had to pick one of the 2 forwards to start firing right now to carry us through this kind of short period of time, whether it's 3 matches or the next month and a half, I would go with Diogo Jota over Darwin Nunez and put my eggs in his basket to carry us, for the next month and a half before he probably gets injured.
A question to you both. You're talking about who plays up top, who plays wing. Do you think if Shimikas doesn't play tomorrow, and that left side is, regardless who plays on the left side of midfield, you've got Diaz on the wing, you've got Robertson, and then Darwin Nunez up top. Do you think that's too much chaos?
I think the chaos is from Robertson, really, because he's always, I don't know, the way Robertson is going forward, I just don't think he knows when to stop. We have seen, I'm sure Slot has said this to him and to the boys, where you want to keep it tight, you want to keep the ball and keep that control, which I think is slightly gone a little bit since January. Maybe, I don't know, in my opinion. It could. I don't think it is chaos, Asim, because just the way Villa play. So I would still play Nunes because of the threat that we're gonna have those sort of chances. But if Tsimikas comes in, I think he'll deal with the Villa players a lot better if it's Asensio or Bailey or whatever. But I don't think it'll be chaos. Why do you think it is?
I think Diaz and Nunes. I think you need a Gakpo and a Nunes. A Gakpo. I think that's why he probably suits and wants and goes with Jota, because I think Jota is a hybrid between Nunes and Diaz, where he's got the box threat more than Diaz. He's not more. I won't call him more of a natural footballer than Diaz. Diaz is comfortable going left and right and carrying the ball, but Jota is direct in his own way as well. He's not obviously a natural 10, and he wants a facilitator as well as a goal scorer. And I think Jota, especially because of his finishing, is the one that he goes with. Diaz probably gives you a bit more control, but he doesn't give you the box threat. And then Nunes gives you the box threat, but he doesn't have the technical ability. And that's why Jota, the problem with Jota is he just doesn't stay fit. That's the big problem. So I think it's okay when we're chasing games, when games are a bit chaotic and stretched. I don't mind Diaz and Nunes interchanging from those positions, but from a settled play, I think that I called Cody Gakpo very clean, not just about his ball striking, but you hardly see him lose the ball from those positions. With Diaz, you do. He falls over, this and that. He doesn't know when to release it. His decision-making is very questionable at times as well. But I think Cody Gakpo, he keeps it very, very simple. You know what he's going to do. We just can't stop it at times. So, and I think he's really grown into that role.
I think sometimes with Cody Gakpo, he's had a great season, and I'm really happy for him. And he's kind of proved me wrong as well. He's definitely proved me wrong, Asim. Sorry, I had to get that one out there.
Who's this? Gakpo? Of course.
Yeah, no, sorry. Abby's not here, so anyways. But sometimes he does shy away from the game. Like, I see him missing a little bit. So, like I said, we've got two good options to play on the left. I'd rather see Diaz on the left than up front. And look, that might change on Sunday when Gakpo is back, whether he plays or not. But it's a good option that we have, that even if he starts Jota and Jota's not doing his thing, Nunes comes on for half an hour.
Yeah.
And we can go ahead with that. I'll play the same midfield as well. I think Szoboszlai we need just because of the recoveries, man. The guy is an absolute machine.
Do you think the midfield is fatigued?
Well, Gravenberg's feeling it a little bit, but I'm not trying to hear Endo. I think just technically he's just not there. I think him coming on was a good sub against Wolves. I would have probably preferred for him to come on against Everton. He is getting fatigued, Jake. I do think so. But we've just got to deal with it, I think. I think Slot's just got to deal with his next 3 games because we have that break where we're not playing on that weekend in the FA Cup. So go out for it. He may even bring on Curtis Jones in that 6th role where he did against Everton. But yeah, I think it is. But it's just natural. I think every team is really feeling it, really, Jake. And
yeah, I don't think you can. And I'm not talking about you specifically here, but I don't think you can make the argument that this is the biggest game of the season and then say you're going to start Endo. You can't tell me that.
No, I can't do that. Yeah, I agree.
Shahat, who's your midfield tomorrow?
No, the same midfield against Wolves. I think Gravenberg, Szoboszlai, and McAllister. Yeah.
And do you think Slot's going to go with the same midfield?
I think he will. But I think if you see that sort of fatigue or sloppiness, he'll bring on Jones, whether it's for Szoboszlai or Gravenberg. Look, Jones can actually play in that number 6 role as well, which we saw him play against Everton. He did that for England when he won that under 20s, whatever it was. But I think he would, because Szoboszlai is massive, Asim. You've spoken about it so many times, and you're right, and I agree with you. The recoveries he does, the way he sets that tempo in that midfield, we need him. And McAllister's been great in these big games, and hopefully another night again where he's on for it.
If there's a change in midfield, who do you guys think is the one that doesn't start?
Probably Szoboszlai, Jake, I think, for Jones. But maybe he wants more of a threat in the final third, which Jones has given us. I'm saying Szoboszlai has done that in the last few weeks. But
How
I
about
think
you,
we'll
Asim?
play
If
the
there's a
same.
change in midfield, who do you think doesn't start?
Who did all the three midfielders stay on? Apart from Curtis, Gravenberg got 60, didn't he, at the weekend? Did he get 60?
No,
Can't remember.
Gravenberg played the whole game. I think he took off.
No,
Szoboszlai definitely played the whole game.
Grav came out.
Oh, he came out. My bad.
Wait,
Gravenberg came.
check.
No,
now I don't remember.
Diaz
actually.
came off. Diaz came off, and Bradley. Endo came on.
Yeah,
the chat-
Endo came on for Diaz, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. I need to
Yeah, Gravenberg played full 90.
help us out, man.
But for
Grav
what I can
came
see,
off,
yeah,
according to Liab. How many minutes? Because I want
So
to make
all
a
three of
calculator.
them played 90 because I
Did
don't
they?
think Matt came off.
yeah, you're right. All three of them played 90.
All three. Wow.
Yeah, Trent and
Wow.
yeah.
Well, there goes my easy answer out the
Hey, there
window.
you go.
Okay, I think I got a feeling he'll play Gravenberg. He'll play Curtis and Szoboszlai.
I think I agree with you. I think Grav is the least likely to not start tomorrow. The least likely to not start, meaning he's going to start.
I just think, look, I absolutely love McAllister. He's one of our best players. I just got a feeling he might think it might be a central physical game, and you've got to stop the likes of Rodgers driving through that midfield, and you've got the counter pressing and the natural physicality, the frames of Szoboszlai, Curtis, and Szoboszlai. I kind of like that. You don't have the progressive passing.
So you think
from
Mac
McAllister.
is the one that would be benched or
Yeah,
rotated, however you want to call it?
yeah. But
Okay.
in saying that, whenever he has gone for a different 10, is generally speaking, he just takes Szoboszlai out and he puts Curtis in the same position.
Correct.
So what
We'll
I'm
see.
saying is that's probably more likely, but I've just got a feeling about Curtis, McAllister, and Gravenberg. I don't know. I might
Curtis
be wrong.
McAllister Grav or Curtis Sobo Grav?
Curtis, Grav, Sobo, and Curtis.
Okay.
Shahab, before you go, predictions. We're going with that.
You know, I don't
Hold
like
on.
predict. I don't like predicting, but just for the show, I'm gonna go 2-1, and
2-1.
but any win will do. Hopefully,
100%.
Any win will do 100%.
Shahab, as ever, thank you very much,
yeah.
brother.
I'll see you next
And,
week at the Newcastle game. Yeah, Jake, nice to meet you.
Inshallah. See you soon.
I'll
Take
see
care.
you there as
Thank
well.
you.
Right. Jake, we've got a few people waiting. What we'll do is we'll add a few of the guys who are part of the furniture. Here's one of them, and look who's back. Is that a track? Yeah, I'm sure is that a 90s track, Jake? Look who's back.
Yeah, look who's back.
Look who's back. Yes,
All right, brother,
Sarib.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you?
Someone sing that
I'm
song,
good.
man. Go on, Jake. Bilal, do you know it?
Guess
No,
who's
I don't
back?
know it.
Close.
Oh, guess who's
Eminem.
back? Not look who's
But
back.
that's not the name of the track. I don't think it's
That's not the
Sorry,
I don't
name
know
of
if
the
that's the
track.
name of the track.
It's Eminem's, but yeah, don't worry about it.
Sorry, man. I'm not a music guy. As the people who know me.
You just totally butchered that.
Oh, look.
Hello, everybody.
Alamin-
Hello, everybody. Hello. Did you miss me,
Alamin-
guys? Did you miss me? Good to see you.
Alamin's in backstage. Alamin, I'm going to chuck you off if you come out with something like that. But it's good to have you back. You're looking shiny, man. Sorry, it's been a while.
Shiny.
Honestly, I think he's been wearing that Tibet cream, hasn't it? Okay.
Nah, man, just back in the gym, eating good. A lot of time to myself now. So I'm just, enjoying it,
Looking fresh.
What's the score of this Bayern game? Is it still level?
No, Bayern scored in the 94th minute. They're through.
Oh,
Davies,
wow.
didn't he? I just quickly checked it there.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Wow. Who scored?
Davies.
Yeah, last minute.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, it's good to see Alex in the chat as well. When I go to the show on the morning after. Alex is always in the chat and engaging with the comments. Good to see you live in the building, Alex. Hope you're well, mate. Sarib, we'll come to your thoughts.
Okay.
I've been seeing your thoughts on Twitter, and big up his own channel. What is it called? Sarib TV?
Sarib K.
Sarib K. There we are. Nice and simple. Put your channel link on the chat, man, so people can head over and smash a like and subscribe to his channel. Make sure you do that, guys.
3 away from 300. 3 away.
Let's get to 400-500 tonight. Come on. There's about 1,100 people watching. Let's get Sarib's channel up to 500. That's a nice little round target. Make sure you show him the love, people. JP Timothy has been waiting really, really patiently. Let's get him on. We'll get your thoughts, Bilal and Sarib. I know you guys got nothing better to do, so you will stick around. JP Timothy, welcome, mate. Thank you very much for coming on.
Glad to be here. Glad to be
I
here.
haven't seen you before. Welcome to the channel, but that's not a Chelsea topper there, is it? Am I seeing?
No, Liverpool, man.
Oh, it looks blue to me, or is that purple, isn't it?
Purple.
Oh, okay.
Is it purple? Kid? Is it purple?
Timothy, how are you doing, brother? Hope you're well. What do you want to talk about today?
Just defensive problems at the back. I trust the attack, but what is concerning for me is, the old saying, defense wins championships. And, the attack did its job against Wolves. And because of the defensive mistakes, it was a nervy ending to the Wolves game. So you see it with Arsenal, it was the opposite. Arsenal kept a clean sheet, and their win, even though they struggled for 80 minutes, their win looked better than ours because they had a Marino coming off of the bench and scoring 2 goals, but they kept the clean sheet. And it looks like that will be their strategy going forward. I'm not worried about them because when they play better competition, if let's say like Nottingham Forest scores the first goal, it will be difficult for Arsenal to win that game. However, because they have to they rely on their defense and hope that they could do some kind of makeshift forward and change their tactics to get a goal. And remember, they could score on set pieces as well. So going forward, if we could sort out our defense and we could keep a couple more clean sheets, I will feel more comfortable because Salah will get a goal or assist, and we have Jota, we have Gakpo coming back, we have I expect Nunes to score at least 3 more goals for the season. McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch not really scoring, but McAllister and Szoboszlai could chip in with goals. So it's just really the defense I'm a little bit worried about. Case in point with Robinson. You saw in the last minute when Endo had to save him at the end. I would say, why is Robinson diving into a tackle to get beat, right? Just let the guy stay in front of you and don't get the cross, right? Protect the cross. You're diving in. If Endo wasn't there, that was a free cross he would have gotten. And as I heard earlier, I don't know how he got man of the match. But and then we know the trouble on Trent's side at times. If he's not on it, it could be a very difficult poor defensive display from Trent as well. So I'm just really concerned about the wing backs and the defense in general. I'm hoping that we could be a little more solid in the back, and once we do that, I believe the title will be comfortable.
Okay. The last time I checked, Timothy, I think Arsenal had only conceded 2 goals less than us. I might be wrong.
Yeah. I'm not saying they. I think they have the best defensive record, but we going into the last couple of games, right? You could see that Arsenal has a clear strategy now, in my opinion, they have a better defense than us collectively. We have Van Dijk, we have Konate, but the wing backs is our real downfall. But like I can't see where Arsenal will struggle is to score goals, right? And as I said before, if we concede silly goals, let's say they lock down Salah.
Yeah,
Right?
it's 22 for Arsenal, 24 for Liverpool.
Yeah, right. But collectively, Arsenal has the better defense, and I guess that's the reason why they were able to keep up with us in a little bit of distance to make us even have this conversation and have some Liverpool fans worried because of their defensive powers this year here. I think it's just Arsenal problem is the forward line. But as I said before, we are reaching that period where you need to rely on your defenders. You need to be able to keep clean sheet because there's no easy games anymore. You know, everybody fighting for points. The relegation, Champions League, mid-table, everybody fighting for points. So once you could keep a clean sheet and with our attack, it will help our chances of going with the title. But like as I said before, if you watch the two wins, because to me it was I didn't understand Arsenal struggled for 80 minutes and that was against Leicester. Leicester is very poor. But it feels like the pressure is on Liverpool because of the performance. So I can't understand it because we are 7 points clear. We have the better strikers, but remember, momentum is especially with Arsenal chasing and has no pressure. Their strategy where they're trying to make sure they're solid in defense and hope that whatever they put into place with the set pieces or Moreno on top or whoever on top to get one goal. As I said before, if they grind out 1-0 and we continue to concede goals, we could get a sloppy draw. I mean, if it wasn't for Kwanzaa and Endo in that game against Wolves, that could have been a 2-2 draw there as well after coming back off the Everton result. So I'm just worried defensively. I'm not worried with the midfield and the attack. I'm just worried defensively. And just like how Gravenberch he's looking like he's losing his legs and he's not a traditional defensive midfielder. So you saw how he got turned. He just needs to, again, stand his ground. Look at the ball. You don't have to get chopped like that to get Cunha to get a good shot on goal. So just defensively, I'm kind of worried about going forward. Yeah.
Let's move our attention to tomorrow's game, Timothy. How do you see it going? And give me your prediction as well.
Because of the I'm not comfortable with Robinson, Trent, and Tsimikas, right? However, because Aston Villa is not at their full strength as well, I believe we scrape through this game with a 3-1 victory, right?
3-1 victory.
Yeah, 3-1 victory. I want Curtis Jones to start. However, who
do you start? Sorry to cut you off. Who do you start Curtis for?
McAllister, and let McAllister come on to see out the game, right? So you just manage. So Curtis, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai manage the game for the first 65 minutes, and then you bring in McAllister to kind of see out the game with his passes and his technical ability, right? Because they played Everton into Wolves, and now here, right? So just because Rogers has the legs in midfield, and and Gravenberch is looking a little starting to lose his legs now a little bit. So just to get that little cover for Gravenberch and that little energy in the midfield. Remember, he had a game off because he got suspended. So just to keep the game tight for the first 65 minutes, see what we could do, see if we could contain them, see if we could hit them on the break, and then if we have a lead, then you bring on McAllister to even supply the killer balls in the second half to Salah or Diaz. And that's why I see 3-1 in my head. We keep it compact. We have a 2-0 or a 2-1, and then you bring on the likes of McAllister and these guys to kind of see out the game, right? So
keep it tight for 65 minutes and let our quality shine through.
Yeah, shine in
Timothy,
the
thank you very much for your first time. I think it was the debut, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Brilliant. You watch the shows regularly?
Yeah, I watch the show regularly, so I said, let me come on and see y'all have a calling. Let me come on and, try and see how you guys thinking as well, because like, as I said before, defense wins championships, and once we could keep a couple more clean sheets, I have no problem with my attack. I believe Salah is on like God mode this year, right? So we will score goals. It's just we have to make sure we defend as a team. We support Trent, we support Robbo, we support Bradley, and Temikas, and just sort out that the wing backs and our defense, and we should be able to see this comfortably over the line.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your call, and let's hope there's no heart attacks tomorrow, Tim.
Yeah, for sure. Take care, guys.
Take care. Nice.
Take care, man.
Okay, let's have the cheeky Arsenal fan who's still active in the chat. Here he is. Alamin, what's happening, Bravs? We thought it'd be a Liverpool therapy session. Jake wants to talk to fellow Liverpool fans. He's nervous tonight. He just wanted the thoughts.
I want to talk to fellow Liverpool fans, and you guys, 60% of the people on the show.
Jake's outnumbered. Jake's outnumbered.
Well, guys, this is my debut on here, so thank you for having me. And Jake, you've got two Arsenal fans on the chat right now. Me.
You got three.
Yeah, well, three. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Everybody's
Bilal's got a reputation as well.
Thanks for having me on, lads.
Big up, man. Big up. What's going on?
No, man. I thought I'd give a different perspective. I don't know why you guys are fretting over the Villa game so much. Villa have been pretty inconsistent lately. This is Emery we're talking about, who's managed Arsenal before. I know all about him, and I know all about the way he plays and stuff. It should be an easy win. That's just the way I see it.
It's not been an easy win for Arsenal recently. I mean,
no, it's not.
He's had a couple of victories against you guys.
Yeah, it's been difficult for us. I'm not going to lie. We're scraping through. It's not been easy. Honestly, I felt like this should have been our season, and I'm not going to sort of like hide away from that. There were plenty of opportunities where you guys dropped points. We could have capitalized. Everton at home, we drew. Villa, we drew. There's a couple of other games we drew. I know people are blaming VAR and the red cards and the injuries, but you guys dropped enough points for us to capitalize on them, and we just didn't. And that's our fault.
So are Arsenal fans, I know you're just one, you can't speak for everybody, but are the majority of Arsenal fans not counting on Liverpool dropping points tomorrow night?
Well, I mean, I'm counting on Liverpool dropping points every game, not just tomorrow night, but just every game. It's what I can hope for. But the reality is, it should have been in our hands, and it's not anymore. And honestly, even like I think you guys win tomorrow against City. Yeah, you'll probably get a draw. I don't see you losing that game for some reason. I just don't see it happening. Newcastle, I mean, their head's gone. They're already in the cup final, to be honest. I don't.
But they still need to get top 4, top 5, because there's a lot of talks. They've still got some PSI issues. Let's talk about Isaac. There'll be some offers on the table anyway, even if they get Champions League. But if they miss out on Champions League, they could really risk losing some of their big stars.
It's funny because I saw a report today, and I don't know how reliable it was, but I did see a report about sort of Newcastle being in a strong PSR position, and despite even if they don't get Champions League football, they'll hold on to the best players. But again, everybody says that every season, but who knows? But I don't know with Newcastle, since they got into the cup final, I feel like the head's gone. They're already thinking about the cup final. The head's already there. I mean, it's at Anfield. Yeah, they could cause some problems physically speaking, but I think you guys are good enough to see that off.
If we take 7 points from the next 3 games,
it's your league, Jake. It's your league.
That?
I sense a few mind games here, Jake.
No.
Alamin's a very clever lad. I know him. These are mind games. These are mind games, Alamin.
No. Look. Okay. I posted a tweet yesterday, and I think, Jake, you disagreed with it about how Arsenal and Liverpool fans, especially us, we transmit nervousness to our players. And I've got evidence that backs it up. We have between us bottled more league titles than we've won in the last sort of 10 years or so, or in the last.
Haven't won any, so you can only bottle them.
Well, I mean, we've not won anything when you think about it.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys won 1 league title, in the last like 10 years in an era that you've got the best keeper, the best centre back, and the best right winger. Only 1 league title, and
also the best team of the last 20 years. That's very important.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
It's also very important to highlight that you couldn't do it and we did. That's also very important.
No. Look. The point I'm trying to make is that we've got a bottle genie in us. I think both clubs have got that, and every time
we both can't bottle it this year.
Jake, I've got a theory. If Liverpool do bottle it, okay, and my Arsenal fans in the chat are probably going to disagree with me, are going to cuss me for this. If Liverpool do bottle it, Arsenal won't win the Premier League. That's how much.
What?
Gonna win it?
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying if Liverpool bottle it for whatever reason, Arsenal won't be the ones winning. We ain't got the minerals, bro.
What? Nottingham Forest.
You need minerals to win the league. We ain't got it. Think about last season. You dropped those points, and then we had Villa at the Emirates. We should have won that game. That's that. If we are a serious team with serious mentality, we win that game.
So I mean, who wins the league then? If you don't win it, we don't win it. Who's going to win it?
Bro, I don't know, man. It's a hypothetical, isn't it? It's not going to be Arsenal.
Nottingham Forest.
Probably. Why not?
Or are you trying to say Liverpool could still bottle the league, like the points tally they have, and Arsenal still not, cut the gap and win it? Is what you're saying?
No.
So even if Liverpool lose 7 points,
no, Sarib. He's saying, from what I understand, is if Liverpool bottle it, Arsenal won't be there they won't finish second.
Is that what he's saying? He's saying if we bottle it, they're going to bottle it too.
Is that what you're saying?
As well?
Or you'll still finish second?
Yeah, what I said is correct. Yeah, okay.
No,
right,
yeah. Look. Do I think you guys will drop points?
Yes, it's gonna happen.
There's the Wolves game was a bit weird. Was Robbo telling the fans to calm down or something like that? Was that happening?
Yeah, I watched that.
Yes.
That happened. Yeah,
that's weird. You guys are 7 points ahead against a team that's got no attack, pretty much, and that nervousness should not exist. It should not be there. And
This is what I tried to explain to them on the show the other night, but they didn't want to listen.
Sorry, Jake, what was that?
I agree with you. This is what I said to them. The manager got nervy, and it transmitted to the players on the pitch.
Whether it's Slot or the fans or not, I don't know. But every time Arsenal and Liverpool fans go through any sort of adversity, or as a club, the head loss is unreal. Like it is off the charts. We sit there analyzing every head loss or every sort of negative that happens, and I personally believe that transmits onto the players. I know, Jake, that you disagree with that, but players are present, they are online, they do listen, they do read about things, and I think, look, City won because they have no fans. City win. Because they have no fans. They have no pressure to play for Arsenal, Liverpool, United. These clubs, there's a serious amount of pressure that comes. Okay, and we ain't got the players with the mentality. I'm talking about Arsenal at the moment. We ain't got the players with the mentality that can go there and do a job, man. We just the pressure's just too much. You know?
What is your prediction for Arsenal's next 3 or 4 fixtures?
I think Forest is a tough game. Forest away is one that I'm nervous about. But then again, they've been a bit inconsistent. If we do win, that it's probably going to be a 1-0 win. Chelsea and United, I see us winning those games. To be honest, Chelsea at home.
So if we drop 2 points and you win all of the next 4, I don't know what you have us doing in our 4th game after Newcastle. That would be Southampton. You probably have us winning that. So the lead is down to 5. You still think the league is over? 4 matches from now, it's a 5-point lead. You think it's over?
When I look at the rest of the games, I think so. Yeah, I think so. If Arsenal are going to win the league, it's in the next 3 games. If we do claw it back if Liverpool drop points, it's against Villa, it's against City, and it's against Newcastle. I know got Chelsea.
I'll tell you this right now. Between those 8 fixtures, 4 for Arsenal, 4 for Liverpool, there are going to be significantly more points dropped than 2 points for Liverpool and 0 for Arsenal. I promise you that right now.
Possibly,
by a lot.
Yeah, you could be right. I mean, when you guys beat was it Brentford? Yeah, I think it was Brentford, wasn't it? Brentford away. I thought, yeah, that's it. You've got the league. That's the game that sort of sung it for me. Otherwise, Asim knows that we chat privately. Away, I'm always sort of a bit more confident. But I think after that game, I was a bit like, yeah, Liverpool have got it. I mean, look, you've still got tough away games. I think Brighton, Fulham, to some extent, maybe Chelsea as well. But then again, Chelsea are dead in, they're non-existent at the moment. But Fulham and Brighton, they could be tricky. I don't know what you guys think about those 2 games, but if I look down the line, there's potential issues there. Here's is this Liverpool's very own David Ornstein?
The bullshit version, yeah. The bullshit version.
Fantastic.
Did you say the blue chip version or the bullshit version?
The bullshit version. That's what I said. The bullshit version.
The B-Tech version.
B-Tech, no B-Tech.
What's happening? I always like to give you a little bit of an introduction. I didn't add you into the stream. I know you like a bit of an introduction. Look at the size of your head. But how are you, man? What's going on?
I'm good. Just at work, obviously. So I've got to mellow down a little bit today.
Oh, the quiet version. We've got the quiet version.
Great.
Avi, what's going on?
Nothing good.
I thought we'd...
good to see Jake. Good to see Sarib is back, which is good to see. Guys, make sure you guys have liked and subscribed to his channel. 1,600 of you guys here. We keep begging you not to make that transition over. But make sure you guys are subscribing to Sarib's channel as well. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good.
Teek says, go on, Alameen. Hope you're well. Let's go to, before we add a few others, Sarib and Bilal, you've been in the chat for a couple of, about 20 minutes now. We've not heard from you guys. Talk to me, man. Big week. The next, everyone's coming on and they're saying these 2-3 fixtures are going to decide our season. Do you agree? Is it that big?
Go on, Bilal. You can go first.
No, I don't think these 3 fixtures alone decide our season. But I wanted to touch upon something that Timothy mentioned about clean sheets. We've got the joint most clean sheets with Forest in the league. And the reason Arsenal are better than us defensively is because they're structurally better than us. They're coached, and that's the way they play. We play a bit more expansive, so it doesn't necessarily mean that we're more open. It's that we're just a bit more adventurous going forward. What I wanted to ask Alameen is, and what I'm going to say is, the only way Arsenal win this league is obviously we drop points. They're going to have to come to Anfield and beat us. There's no other way Arsenal win the Premier League this season, unless we drop enough points and they're within touching distance, i.e. 3 and goal difference or 2 behind, and then they can take us. and I don't think that's going to happen.
So on that, I don't think we lose to you at Anfield. But I don't think we win either. It's going to be a draw. There's I criticize Arteta for different things, but there's one thing I won't critique him for, is his ability to play well against the big six.
The games, yeah.
And I don't see us losing at Anfield. I'd be
Jack, you're on mute. Jack, you're on mute.
It's a good thing.
Personally, I think you're going to applaud us onto the field at Anfield when we walk into the pitch.
Oh, please, Billy, please.
I mean, bro. I mean, 89 speaks for itself. But anyway,
it does. And that's what
I'll leave it there, bro. I'll leave it there.
You're an Arsenal fan, Alamin.
Nice little job there.
I'll leave it there, bro. I'll leave it there.
Can I just come in? Is Alamin an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So you've got memories of 89. Look, I think is it the third to last game, isn't it, of the season? We played Arsenal.
The third last game, yeah.
Look, it all depends.
I think Bilal might be right though. To be fair, I think that could be a possibility.
Exactly. How's that disrespectful?
I think
disrespectful.
Look.
Who said disrespectful, Billy? It wasn't me.
No.
If it comes down to that, and we do applaud you guys, it's because you deserve it, and it is what it is. So, you know.
This Arsenal fan's too sensible. This Arsenal fan's too sensible. Oh, yeah, Billy, let me talk. And you've been talking for the last hour.
Abby, 1 second. I need to answer the initial question which Asim asked. The reason why I believe that the league's not going to be over is once the Champions League begins again, I want to see how Arteta balances the squad. He's only got 3 fit forwards. Raheem Sterling's absolutely washed, unfortunately. I feel sorry for the guy. What are they going to do?
Bilal, sorry, bro. I think you're wrong. By the time the Champions League starts, Saka and Martinelli are back, bro. So
Saka Pulido, yeah. Saka, he won't be in top form till next season. The hamstring operation, he's had an operation. It's not a healing hamstring where it's a rest. He's actually had surgery on the hamstring.
Yeah.
That explosiveness, it takes time. It takes like 2 months to get that explosiveness back.
I would be shocked if he played then. Shocked. And what's Martinelli going to do? Martinelli has been absolutely woeful for the past 2 seasons.
He always gets a couple of goals against you guys, bro. So I wouldn't talk too much. So yeah. So don't worry.
Yeah, maybe at the Emirates, not Anfield.
Few jabs thrown there by Ellen.
I'm sure he scored at Anfield a couple of seasons ago. So, but anyway, I'll leave it there.
Bilal, come on, man. I'm giving you opportunity here. Don't make me come in.
I mean,
he's going the goals. We'll give him 2 goals. We'll take the 2 trophies.
He's going after players that have scored against his team. Like, come on, man. What do you want me to say?
Listen, if Arsenal fans are going to celebrate goals, then that says it all. We celebrate trophies.
That's better, Bilal. That's better.
You've won one COVID title in the last 10 years. In your
That's one more COVID title than you in 21 years.
Chill out.
Anyway, COVID title. And don't forget big age.
You wrote these down before you came. I know you did.
Asim Sarib, I did want to mention one thing that I mentioned on the chat the other day. Slot's mini head loss against Michael Oliver when he sort of shook the hands and sort of burst out a bit.
Yeah.
Now that gave me it reminded me of Rafa Benitez's
no, it wasn't. It
was.
Hold on, mate.
Let me finish. Let me finish. No.
Let me finish.
I don't know. 1 minute.
I don't know what he's talking about, Avi.
1 minute. I know what he's talking about.
Is he on about Rafa Benitez's facts press conference?
The facts thing.
Yes.
That was in a press conference, first of all. And
okay.
He was talking about the referees and Fergie. This was totally different. Slot
No.
Slot was agreed with the stoppage time and a few decisions that went against our way in the last 10 minutes. He went up to Michael Oliver and all he did was shake his hand and said something sarcastically. That's not losing the plot. That's not losing his head. He had a moment of madness. He even apologized. He even apologized.
Do you know why?
I'm not gonna have an Arsenal fan just coming on our channel and just taking over, man.
Hold on. Abby, let me finish.
I'm joking.
Allow me to finish. The reason I say that is because Slot has been relatively calm this whole season. Like this whole season, I've not seen him any outbursts. His press conference, his interviews, they're always handled well. But just that one moment, he's had a bit of a, and I like that too. Rafa Benitez 08 season, And that was one of the most complete Liverpool teams I'd seen, by the way. That midfield of Mascherano, Xabi Alonso, Gerrard.
We lacked a winger.
Yeah, I mean, you had a Riera. Was it Riera?
No, but Riera wasn't quick enough. He
wasn't quick enough. He wasn't quick enough. I get that, but but the only reason I say that is it was going so well for Benitez up until that point. Okay, and the reason I say that for Slot is because Slot has been so calm this season, but he's just had that one moment. And
but how many managers do
hold on, wait, last point. I promise. Last point. It links into Jake's point about how the manager was a bit nervous with Wolves the other day, and I don't. And maybe I'm trying to find something, and you know they're cussing Arteta. I mean, Arteta's not my dad. I don't give a crap. You can cuss him all you like, call him Lego head or whatever. But the point is that, like, is there something there? Is there a nervousness there with the manager now?
That's normal, though, isn't
it? Is the pressure
13 games to go? There's going to be a bit of pressure. He's not managing playing now. We said it on Sunday's show on Born and Red. He's managing Liverpool Football Club. Of course, there's going to be nerves. There's nerves even the greatest players at the club. Salah will be feeling nerves. Trent, Verge, McAllister, who's a World Cup winner, they'll all be feeling nerves. It is like still like a title race. And even though with a 7-point lead, 9-point lead, whatever it could be come tomorrow night, yeah, there's always going to be nerves until it's set and done. Until it's not set and done, there's going to be nerves.
Virgil actually quoted this. He said on the title race as well, he says, I said it weeks ago, we just have to buckle up, enjoy the ride. There'll be a lot of twists and turns. If you're not ready for it, we have been there already. It will be a difficult couple of months for you. If that's the captain saying that, as fans, we shouldn't expect anything less, because he's in the dressing room. They know it better than us. Obviously, we watch the game. They're playing the game. They know how much pressure there is, how important it is for Liverpool to get over the line. I think that's what it's about. Really, it's not really about anyone else. I don't know why we keep looking down the league. We should not be looking at Arsenal, worrying about Arsenal. All we can do is win our games, beat Villa, beat City, get 4 out of 6. Even better, but I don't think you should be too concerned about Arsenal, to be honest. They don't worry me, man. That's old news. We have to worry about ourselves.
If it does come to, like, I don't know, maybe 4 points, 3 points, how do you feel as a Liverpool fan? Are you still worried?
I've been in this position before. I was in the same position last season as well, and we kind of threw it away. We spent majority of the season on top of the league and threw it away. But I just think it's a bit different this time. We play with a bit more control. We've got a manager that understands. I'm not saying Klopp was naive, but it was always one way of playing. You know, complete gun ho all the time, no rest, nothing, just complete. You know, going for the opponent. Where Slot, his adaptability to his opponent is very high, and you can see that in games like. But again, I will kind of alluding to the point that Jake made before about not being nervous. Of course, that Wolves game was nervous. Like a team like Wolves should not be coming to Anfield and having 10 shots on our goal. That shouldn't be happening, and that is a cause for concern. But all we can do at this point of the season, we're coming up to March now, two weeks away from March. All we can do now, 2 months for the season to go, is just win games, and that's what it's about. I'm not really concerned about performances. This season is not going to be a season where I'm going to judge Arne Slot's team on performances. That will be next season. This is not his players, not his squad. He's come in and done a fabulous job, and we have to kind of just clap our hands and accept it for what we are. We're 7 points ahead. Like that's
not correct. That's not correct at all. I don't agree with that at all, because we're 7 points ahead. We're in a position right now that, yes, you're correct. Not many of us, probably none of us, expected to be in. Fair point. But now that we're in this position, as you've mentioned many times in the past, expectations have changed.
Yeah,
and the manager is going to have to manage this situation with the brand new expectations. Anything short of a title is a complete bottle job.
No, of course, no, you can't. No, that's a fact. Like, if Liverpool don't win the league from the position, it will be a bottle job. It was a bottle job last season as well. Like we can't use excuses. We wasn't good enough to win it last year, and if you throw this away, we're not good enough to win it this year, and that's what it's going to come down to. But I think the judgment on Arne Slot will not happen as heavy. If this was his second season, I think it will be a much more, definite, judgment on him. I think first season we're in a position where we're happy to be here, and we've done very, very well. We lost 1 game all season, by the way, in the Premier League, and that was in September. We've done a fabulous job to get to where we are. If we don't win the league, absolutely it will be a bottle job. That's not, you can't deny that. But am I really gonna turn on the manager and say, "Oh, he's not a good manager"? No, because this can happen. We saw it last season. These are the exact same players. But from what I can see, that doesn't look likely to happen, because these players look like they've improved. He's got the best out of players like Szoboszlai, Gakpo, etc., many, many more. And it looks like we're going to coast close towards the line. But like I said, if we don't win the title, it will be a bottle job. We can't deny that it was a bottle job.
I mean, to your defense, Sarib, last season, I think the injuries let you guys down a bit. I think Salah got a hamstring injury towards the end, didn't he?
Yeah, but you say that, and I get what you're saying. The injury, not excuse, but the injury concept is very, very valid. But we lost one game when we had injuries, and that was against Arsenal, the 3-1. We didn't lose any other game when we had no players available. And yeah, in hindsight, you can say, oh, we still had injuries, but we coped with it very, very well. What happened when we got
in the end, it had an effect, didn't it?
Of course. But I think it was a lot of things. Klopp announcing
if it wasn't for the injuries, we wouldn't know who McConnell is. We wouldn't know who Dan's is. We wouldn't know who Bob Clark was.
And that famous Carabao Cup win as well. So I mean, that was quite something, wasn't it, with the kids? So.
Yeah, that's completely fair. And it's easy to say that you can brush the injuries aside because we won a lot of games. The injuries things is still valid because I think we had players out. We just coped with it better. That's why when Arsenal say they have injuries, I'm not hearing it. It's your fault that your squad is in this position.
I agree. I'm
look at yourselves. We were able to cope with it. Eventually, what happened at the end? Injuries had their effect. Team morale. Klopp announcing he was leaving. There's a load of things, a lot of emotions in it. Generally, think we didn't win the league last season because of the emotional aspect of Klopp leaving, and eventually that's what cost us, not injuries. That's my opinion anyway. Someone might disagree.
On that note, same. Sorry, Asim.
Okay.
Sorry, I feel like I'm taking over.
No, it's okay. But before you go, let's add a few more Liverpool fans. They've been waiting patiently, so let's add Lesedi and our very own Bashi. What's happening? Bashi, turn the camera on.
Yes, the boys. What's going on?
You've been doing your hair backstage for half an hour.
You know, I'm rough and ready in it, but I'm not gonna go online until I see Bilal.
That's not happening anytime soon.
Turn your camera on, man. Turn your camera on.
Come on, Bashi, show that beautiful face of yours.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, boys?
Wa alaikum salam.
I've been hearing this Arsenal fan a lot, man.
Sorry, bro. Blame Asim. He put me on.
Don't worry, man. Bilal's got you, man. Give him that Deludamo, bro.
Sorry, bro. Blame your host, man. He put me on.
Don't blame the host. The best host on YouTube is Asim.
He is.
Sarib, nice to see you again. I've been missing you. I've been asking about you a lot. Hope all is well.
All is well. Thank you very much for asking.
With the finger.
Big Jake.
Hope all is well. They said he will come to you in a second, brother. Alamin, you want to finish something off?
Oh yeah, completely went over my head right now. I forgot, bro. I'll let the other brothers have a go.
Okay, we'll come to Lesedi.
Shall I wrap Alamin up?
No.
You can try.
Liverpool Football Club is like Mr. Kipling. Exceedingly good, sir.
Okay. Let's go to Lesedi. Am I pronouncing your name right, please?
That's fine.
Is that fine? Yeah. What's going on, man? What do you want to talk about? The floor's yours.
You know, I actually just want to speak about the games coming up, but mostly the Champions League, the games that I was just watching, because, you know, I was looking at it and I'm like, you know, there's a world where we get Benfica and then we get either Club Brugge or Lille in the quarterfinal. So if we get put on that side of the bracket, man, I don't see how we don't make the final on that side of the bracket, if I'm being honest.
I think we are in that side of the bracket, to be honest.
The draw hasn't happened yet. Like, we could be on the PSG.
All I've been hearing, all I've been hearing is we could get Barcelona or
in the semi-finals.
Is that the semi-finals?
No, we can't see Barca until the final.
No, PSG.
Yeah, PSG. It's between PSG and Benfica.
And the draws are on Friday, right?
Yeah, should be off after the matches tomorrow.
You know, we're gonna get PSG.
You know, if you guys get PSG, what's the point of finishing first? Like, the system's broken.
Yeah.
All that hard work and effort just to get a really hard tie doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I see where you. But the thing is, PSG, we didn't probably expect them to do that bad.
Yeah.
Where did they end up finishing?
And our thing is, PSG's biggest strength is our biggest weakness, because
they
have deadly wingers and we have fullbacks who
We are on that
You
side.
can't.
We
I
are
don't
on
think
that
it's
side. We
possible
are
to
on that side.
draw.
We
I'm
are.
almost certain
That's
it's
probably
The
about
draw
impossible to
hasn't
draw
happened yet, sorry.
Benfica
No,
and
but
Bruges.
they've done it like this. So from what I can see is in the next round after, if we beat PSG, we can either play Bruges, Atalanta, or Atalanta are out, Lille, Aston Villa, Borussia Dortmund or Sporting. That's that's the side we're on. We're not on the Man City, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, Inter side.
Sarib, the draw hasn't been done. If we've played the
We're
teams
not.
on this
We're
side,
not
The
on
draw to
that
the
side.
quarterfinals is
listen to
done.
me.
The
Listen
draw
to
to
me
the
one
quarterfinals
second.
is already done. I can
Sarib,
see it on my
That's
screen.
correct.
listen to me one
You're
second.
wrong.
Let me see if I can bring it up.
I did this a printout before. If we finish on the right hand side, we get drawn there. We're gonna get either
Hold on.
PSG, and if we get PSG, then we're gonna get Villa,
You
and if we get Villa, we'll get Madrid in the
Let me
semi-finals.
see if I can bring this up.
If we get
You still
if we
haven't learned
finish
the
on the right
difference
hand
between
side,
right
which
and
I
left.
say,
That's the left-hand side.
yes, that's the left hand
I'm
side.
gonna bring it up. I'm just
And
looking
if we
at
get the
what's
right
my
hand
screen.
side, we're gonna get Benfica.
This
then
is
we're
why
gonna
I
get
never
Dortmund.
bother with the draw.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it is confusing. Hold on. Let me see. Let me
It's
see.
a
What's
very
going on.
confusing
innit?
format, I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on.
Asim, forward what I sent in the group to Sarib so you understand.
There we go. There we go. Look, this is what I can see on my screen. Let me zoom
Yeah,
in.
exactly that.
Okay, that's good.
yeah, you try to explain that to me.
So from what I can see here, look, from what I can see, it on the side we're on, we can play Lille, Aston Villa, because look, you can see the quarterfinals has already been decided. So in the quarterfinals, we can
But
play
you're
Lille.
not on that
Yeah,
side. There's a
they're not
draw
going to
to
get past
determine if
Dortmund.
you're on
They're not
that
going to get
side
past
or on the right
Sarib.
side.
They're not going to get
I
past
think that's already been
Dortmund.
done. That's already been done.
please,
I think that's already
It's
been
not
done.
done.
I don't understand how this works. And if Sarib does, can we just let him explain it to
No,
us?
He
I don't
doesn't
get it.
understand. That's the problem.
Sarib,
The draw
they're not going
hasn't
to get
happened
past
yet.
Dortmund. Neither of
We
those
already-
teams are going to get past Dortmund, are
We
they?
already know who we're playing in the quarters. I'm telling you, we're already the quarterfinal draw has already been decided. The side we're on, it's already been done.
Asim, please send him the thing I made earlier on.
The semi-finals is when it changes. They've done it to the quarterfinal.
That's incorrect. Let me explain it to you.
Jake is right. We
Jake,
could get the draw hasn't happened yet for the next round, the round of 16. After this knockout round, there's going to be another draw.
Okay.
Sarib, you're wrong. You
If
can
I'm
either
incorrect-
draw.
like genuine, I promise you.
You're wrong, Sarib. So listen, let me explain this
That's
to
fine.
you.
I might be wrong, but from what I understood,
Jakey, explain.
Okay. So there's a draw on Friday for the teams that didn't play in the playoff round. All of those teams can either be drawn on the left side or the right side of this bracket that you're looking at. So let's just use Liverpool as an example. As you can see on the picture that you have there, it's Liverpool or Barcelona that are on the PSG side, where PSG are now through, or basically going to be through tomorrow. So Liverpool or Barcelona are going to be drawn to play against PSG. We don't know if it's us or if it's them, because the draw happens on Friday, as this other individual has already said. If we are drawn on that left-hand side, then yes, we will face PSG, and then we will face in the quarterfinals Aston Villa, Lille, or whoever those other teams are that I can't see on the screen right now. That's
Lille, Dortmund, Sporting. Yeah.
Correct. That's by far the more difficult half of the draw that you don't want to be on, but we haven't been drawn there just yet. If we get drawn on the other side, then we would play Benfica, who are now through in the round of 16, and then we would play the winner of whoever those other teams are that I also can't see right now on this screen. But that, like this other individual said, who's on the show, who I don't know his name, is correct. That draw happens on Friday.
Jake, from what I understood, I get what you're saying. From what I understood, the last 16 draw hasn't been done, but who you're going to play in the quarterfinals, you already know, because it's going to be one of those teams, is what I was saying. So the draw, you already know your route to the quarterfinals, is what I'm saying. And we're only going to play of 4 teams, which is why I said the teams that we're going to play, the side has already been decided. We can't play Leverkusen, Inter Milan, Arsenal in the quarterfinals. It's not going to happen. We either play Lille, Villa, Borussia Dortmund, Sporting, Lisbon, Villa.
Oh,
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, that part you're correct on.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I meant. Anyway, so that the quarterfinals has already been decided. We already know who we're going to play in the quarters. We can play the teams that are already on.
But we have the whole equation.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
We don't know if we're on the left-hand side of this bracket or on the
No,
right.
he means we know the
That's
options.
the most important
Like
part.
we know
to all of
the
this.
We know who we're going to play in the
options of who we
quarterfinals.
can
We know who we're going to already play in the quarterfinals. It can't be Arsenal.
No, we don't know, because you don't know which side of the bracket you're on.
Okay, that's fine.
Who are you going to play in the
That's
quarterfinals?
fine.
Tell me right
Okay,
now.
I think we worked it out now. That's fine.
I don't know, Asim, man. I'm more confused than
It's all
ever
confusing.
before.
It's all confusing.
You know what? I'm gonna refer back to it on Friday. Let's see where we are on Friday. You tell me who we got on Friday. Is it 11 o'clock in the morning on
Yeah,
Friday?
actually, yeah. For 12,
Okay.
12, I think.
TK. Bash, what do you want to talk about, man? Villa game, contracts, the title race? Tell me.
Title race is done according to Jake, and I'm 75% on board there. We don't need to lose it for ourselves.
Jake is not at 75%. I'm telling you right now. He's nowhere near 75%.
Asim, we've been here so many times, yeah. Football is a funny game. You know that, man. We've been here so many times. We've been one game a season and lost a game a season and still didn't win the title. There's been so many. So I'm not putting my eggs in the basket yet. I'm not coming on the bus yet, Jake. But I will be there
I'm
soon.
at 75%. That hasn't changed. Don't let Asim fool you guys.
75. You was at 100% in November.
You know what?
What's happened?
Jake, there you go. He's down to 75%.
Jake's getting nervous like
in
slow.
front of the camera. In front of the camera, he's at 75. Behind the scenes, he's at
You
25.
was at my house a few weeks ago. You already signed the pre-contract agreement. The title was done.
Title is done. The problem
I've got the
that
Indian
I have,
sweets out for you and everything, Jake, man.
listen, the problem that I have right now is it's going to get nervy and it's going to get tighter than I would like. That's what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to bottle the league. I don't think we're going to lose it. It's going to get tight. It's going to get close. It's going to get down to 3-4 points, maybe even a little bit less than that, which I don't want to see happen. That's what I'm afraid of.
You know,
I'm just afraid of the international break, Jake.
You know, Jake. You know. On
I said I'm afraid of the international break because after the international break, we just seem to collapse. And this is what I was going to point out to Asim. You know, like other clubs, City, your Arsenals, they don't send their players on internationals, man. We should use that as well as do the same thing as them. Don't send the players.
Nah, I
keep
disagree.
them fresh.
I mean, to be fair, Odegaard got injured on international break, man. I mean, he got that ankle injury there. So, but you are right. After that, I think we've been a bit more savvy about how Arsenal sends their players to international. On the point, sorry guys, it's just on the point of nervousness, and stuff like that. Sarib mentioned a point last season how you guys sort of dropped the ball because of Klopp's contract. You know, Klopp sort of not his contract, but him announcing that he's leaving.
Yeah.
How much of a factor do you think Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent's contract situations is going to play a part into that nervousness? At what point? Because right now it's like the elephant in the room, isn't it? It's like it's there, but nobody's really thinking about it too much. I mean, nobody really talks about it in commentary or whatever. Not that I see anyway. But at what point do you think, shit, that's going to be a problem?
That's not going to happen. If you're looking for a way for you to get back into this title race, that's not.
No, Jake. This is purely just me trying to me just talking to you guys and thinking from your perspective. At what point do you think that becomes a problem?
I don't think it's a factor at all. Because when you watch them, for me, the only one you could maybe say is like Trent, because Trent he's put in some iffy performances, but Van Dijk and Salah have been our two best players. Salah's openly said in the media, "I want to win the Premier League," and he's playing like it. If it was starting to play on his mind, you would see it. You can always see when a player is checked out. But for me, the way Van Dijk and Salah have been playing, it's not having a factor at all.
So
they
wanted
this Premier League. They wanted it so badly. And I was saying on a previous show, when it gets a bit nervy, I said it before, obviously touch wood, but I said Mohamed Salah is not going to let us lose this league. He just won't. He wants it way too bad.
Up until this point, I completely agree with everything you're saying, but I think there comes a point where a definitive decision is going to be made.
Yeah, I agree.
And when that definitive decision, that decision point, when it's made, and it's likely that, oh my God, Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent are not signing, when that decision is made, that's when the penny's going to drop. How do you guys feel about that? If it does come down, there's maybe
they won't announce that before the end of the season. They won't announce that because they exactly what you're saying. That's true. That's why whatever the decision is, we're not going to know until after the title win or after the season.
I don't know, man. Agents have way more power than the club. So,
Alamin, to answer your question,
Yeah, go on.
Rami Abbas has tweeted how many times he sent cryptic
Mm.
messages. It hasn't affected Mohamed Salah once. Virgil van Dijk has even come out recently. Carragher tried to say, why can't they be like Virgil more? Hasn't affected them. The only person it affected is, like my friend over here said, is Trent before and during the Manchester United game. You don't get that kind of mentality. Regardless of whether they sign or they don't sign, it's not going to affect their performances, especially Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah.
And Rami
If he
Abbas,
ran it,
Rami has publicly endorsed Arnie Slot a couple of days ago as well.
But surely,
Exactly.
surely it's better to just get this over and done with. Surely,
That's my point.
an announcement tomorrow wouldn't change anything. I think it'd give more adrenaline to the club. Like, it would take no one will be talking about the contracts anymore, because that will come up again and again and again as the season gets closer.
Yeah, but Sarib, you're saying that because you think they're going to sign for the club.
I disagree.
It is but that's all. Both situations are possible, though. They could leave and they could stay. I don't know.
Can you imagine if it comes out that Salah's leaving?
I think the quicker this gets done, the better. The quicker
I disagree.
Why are we going to let this?
I say leave it up in the air for as long as possible.
I agree. I agree.
I don't understand why.
Well, potentially, you could do that,
bro.
but
If we get told Salah's leaving tomorrow, it's going to kill them.
Exactly.
Times 10.
Would you rather know? Times 10. Would you rather know Salah's staying definitely, and he signed his contract, or would you still really like, oh, I don't know
only if he's staying? Only if
I don't want to feel like that. Why would I want to feel like my three best players could leave the club at the end of the season when this could be sorted out tomorrow? Why would I not want?
What does that have to do with you?
Yeah,
because I'm a Liverpool fan.
But that has nothing to do with the title race.
What?
I don't think the contract situation is going to affect the title race one bit whatsoever. But
you just said that.
My point is, what I'm trying to say is, as the season gets closer to the end and maybe we're still in a race for the title, that noise will come up again. Is what I think.
Let me make a point. Don't be so convinced that if all three of these players walk, and in particular Salah and Van Dijk, they raise their level another gear because of that to close this out and win this title their last season here. Don't be so convinced it won't have the opposite effect of what you guys think it will.
Yeah, that's both situations.
Okay, guys,
what you said
I'm
about
going to
Klopp.
have to cut in here because we have to keep the conversation moving, and people are waiting patiently in the backstage. Let's say before you go, give me your prediction for tomorrow. Are we winning?
Look, Aston Villa have listen. The one player I'm worried about is Morgan Rogers, because I don't feel like we handle that profile well. Like, for example, like the Florian Wirtz, Cole Palmer, we can handle that kind of profile, but big athletic ball carriers, they really give our midfield a lot of trouble. But if we can keep Morgan Rogers quiet, we can hurt them way more than they can hurt us, especially with that high line. So I'm saying either 3-0 Liverpool or 3-1 Liverpool, in my opinion.
Wow. Yes, brother.
And can I just say, by the way, Arsenal are the biggest XG overperformers in the league. Sustainable, the penny could drop. That's all I'm going to say.
Alamin, you got to come back to that.
I mean, it's a fact, isn't it? I'm not gonna. We have no attackers, so I mean, it is what it is. Yeah.
Mikel Merino is not going to win a league title. Like, he's not going to beat us to a league title.
Nobody from Arsenal has said that Mikel Merino is going to win us the league.
Maybe ask Ty.
Is he still about?
He's still about,
yeah,
man.
I say 3-0 or 3-1.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Positive energy. Let's Eddie, thank you very much for coming on, brother. And,
cheers, guys. Love the show.
We see you soon, man. Take care. Let's add.
There we go.
Here we are, Unks. You never let me down, Unks. I wanted you in today. I wanted your energy in the show, and here we are. What's going on? Looking very relaxed as ever.
That's my brother.
I'm relaxed, man. I have PTSD from Liverpool bottling title. I have to protect my sanity, man. Otherwise, I'll end up in a sanatorium if they do it again. So I've not been impressed with their last few matches, so they need to impress me tomorrow.
And are you gonna? Do you think they're gonna impress you? How do you see the game going?
I think that Villa's style of play suits our front three. They also have a boatload of players missing. They have serious injury issues. So, but like the gentleman before said, you have to account for Morgan Rogers. You simply have to account for him, and Jacob Ramsey to an extent. So if we don't, if we don't try to take care of Morgan Rogers, we are in trouble. That's all I will say. And I would hate to see that first goal scored by Morgan Rogers or Jacob Ramsey on about the 11th minute. Then we need to climb a hill. We are 2-1 ahead in the 99th minute, and then you know what?
We don't want to see one of those games.
You know, guys, against Wolves, I nearly had a freaking stroke watching those people, man. I
had you fit and healthy. We need you fit and healthy.
I had to go and stand under the shower after that match, man. Because I was like, remember the tackle Kwanzaa made?
Yes.
That tackle. If we win the league, go back and revisit that tackle. That tackle was made in Ghana, man. For fuck's sake, man.
Unks, I thought you were going to say you made the same tackle in the shower.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. My shower, the tiles in my shower is stone. So if I do that, I might end up in the hospital. But I mean, we need to up our game. The players look tired, and that's why some of us were insisting that they should augment the team in January. But our owners are so fucking mean. It's so unbelievable, man. Those fucking shysters, man. That's so mean. I mean, what is Andy Robertson still doing in our team? You know,
telling the crowd to calm down.
We have two questionable. I don't want to use harsher language, but two questionable fullbacks. So everybody takes a shot at attacking our fullbacks. It's unbelievable. Did you guys see? And Asim, I know you are an avid tactician. Did you see how much out of place Robertson was when Kwanzaa made that tackle? Did you see it?
Yeah,
he played them all on.
It was shocking.
2-3 yards behind the line, yeah.
At this level, why is he still playing? Why is he still playing? I mean, I would have conscribed that guy to the fucking dust heap, man. That guy, he just should go. I mean, and I don't know why people keep saying Tsimikas must go. Tsimikas. What do you mean Tsimikas must go, man? Robertson must go. Stop that already, man.
Was the second half that bad?
Sorry?
Was it that bad of a performance, Uncle? The second half?
Yeah, it was that bad.
He was given Sky gave him man of the match.
I thought I was the only one. Go and read what everybody, all the pundits, the coach himself, go and read what everybody was saying. We got away. Listen, it was Everton all over again. It was Everton all over again. It was Newcastle all over again. It was whatever all over again.
Uncle, you know, I've decided, yeah. Robertson came out in an interview. I don't know if you watched it. He came out in an interview saying, I feel like I've been scapegoated this season. I feel like there's so many eyes on me. Everyone's looking for someone to blame, and I'm the easy target. So I've decided I'm not going to say anything about Robertson. My mouth's going to be closed.
Dude, nobody's scapegoating you. Nobody's scapegoating him. It's his performances that have scapegoated him. He should leave already, man. This ain't no time for pussyfooting all around the place, man.
This guy,
I think he should go. I think Trent should go, and that's it. Done. That's it.
You know.
Yeah, but they're not going to reinvest in the squad. You can sell them all you want. You're not going to get no replacement.
Whatever they want to do, let them do it. If they like, they should go to the academy and bring the kids. I just want to win that. Listen, man, I have got my graduation gown from 30 years ago when I graduated school. I'm going to the parade with that graduation gown, man. Win the fucking league. And son. I don't care about the Champions League because you guys are sitting there and doing this permutation, that permutation. Remember, we were all wishing for Atalanta. What happened? Don't wish for anything in this. In fact, sometimes wish for the strongest teams and you beat them, right? Because our boys are on their game when they meet strong teams. Bring us Club Brugge and you see what happens. They take a 3-0 lead at Anfield. Remember Atalanta? Remember that fucking nightmare? Yeah, that's what happened.
So we don't need to worry about it. They're out. Already.
Don't worry about who we meet. In fact, I prefer the bigger teams. And then we take them on. And you see, I don't know if you guys know this boxer, of yesteryear called Nigel Ben.
Yeah,
He's
Destroyer.
a very, very close friend of mine. And
Really?
he always, yeah, and he always used to tell me, he always used to tell me, Albert, whenever I enter the ring and I'm not afraid, I lose.
Wow.
When I enter the ring and I'm shit scared of my opponent, I beat them the fuck up. So Liverpool go into matches that everybody think is easy, and then what happens? We end up messing it up. Let's meet Man City. We know we are afraid. We know they are good. Look, let me give you a firm prediction. We beat Man City on Sunday, and we beat them comprehensively. It won't even be a show. Just remember I told you that. Mamouche or no Mamouche. Well, you might get a couple, but who knows?
Uncle,
We beat them anyway.
Uncle, I wish I'd met you when you guys were 25 points ahead back in February 2020 or January 2020. Were you as nervous as you are now?
Well,
With
there's a
25
difference
points ahead.
between 25 and 7. Can't you count? For fuck's sake.
Oh, he got me there. He got me there. Fair enough.
There's a big difference between 25 and 7.
This is box office.
It's like
Fair enough.
it's like 18 if my maths is still competent.
Oh,
Come on, guys, tell me you're not nervous, man. Arsenal are shit, but I'm still nervous. Arsenal, they can't even tie their shoelaces. I'm still nervous.
Exactly. You
is
know,
that?
Uncle, I'm an Arsenal fan. I agree with you. Why are you guys so nervous?
Yeah, but you guys are
Explain
shit.
it to
You
me.
know you are shit, man.
I'm telling you, we're shit. But it still doesn't explain why you're nervous.
You are shit. Your coach is shit. Everything is shit.
Listen,
But I'm still nervous.
Uncle, I will sit here for hours and I'll agree with everything you're saying. It still doesn't explain why you're nervous.
Good Mamouche, Egyptian
Listen, let me tell you what.
What
Maybe
did you
there's
call
an
him?
ugly statistic that you don't know. For the last five times out of the last 7 years, Liverpool have been top of the league at Christmas. What happened? How many did we win?
Yeah.
Last season, with 7 matches to go, we were top of the league. And then came Manchester United. And then came Crystal Palace. And then we're still nursing hopes. And then there was...
But when I say it, I'm an Arsenal fan. When I say I'm an Arsenal fan,
remember against Everton...
Sorry, man, they don't give you enough credit, man. They don't understand what they've lost.
Remember against Everton when that guy, what's his name? The guy who wears the skirts. What's
Bashi, kaise ho?
What's going on, my brother? You okay?
Who?
Yeah,
Still
the Everton
FSG
striker.
strong.
Guy who wears the skirts in a GQ
Still
magazine.
FSG strong, innit? FSG strong.
He jumps up in the air, goes for dinner in Dubai, comes back and still scores. And Trent was still, Calvert-Lewin. And Trent was still standing there. Guy had a stake in Dubai. After he jumped, he came back, he still scored because Trent was standing there static. I am not comfortable, man. I just want to win the league, and I'm okay. I don't even care about the Champions League. I don't care about anything because Plymouth can beat Liverpool. Plymouth can beat Liverpool. Fucking Plymouth beat Liverpool. Remember that? Plymouth shouldn't beat our under 18 team. Plymouth, they shouldn't beat our under 18 team. They still beat us. So look, I think we will win. I hope we win, but I'm nervous. I'm just nervous, man. I can't help myself. So
Don't worry, we're going on a parade this May, and you're invited to the Vienna meal.
Uncle, have a breather. Have a breather for 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have a breather for 2 minutes.
let's welcome Adnan first, Avi, man.
Adnan's got the war hat on today. He's ready for war tomorrow. He's ready for war tomorrow.
That's my bearded friend, man. How are you, my brother?
I'm all right. Yeah, we're ready, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow mine to be like yours.
You got a long way to go.
You got a long way.
I tell you,
man. Let's put it this way: you grow enough so when we come to the parade, you'll have it long enough.
Anks, where are you now? Are you in London now, or are you in South Africa? Where are you now?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm in Accra. I'm in Ghana.
Ghana. Accra, huh?
I'm at my home in Ghana.
Accra?
Yep.
There used to be some good Ghanaian footballers, and back in the day, Michael Essien.
They still are.
Nah, but not like that generation. Not the generation of 15 years ago. Yeah.
Mohamed Kudus, Antoine Semenyo.
Ooh.
But not like the generation you had years ago.
No. They don't have that kind of party anymore. Well, Thomas Partey is still a good player. I mean,
Partey, yeah.
he's old, but he's a good
what do
player.
what do you think of Semenyo? Can he make the upgrade?
No, not Liverpool. Great, no.
Okay.
Listen,
Why is
if you
that?
guys want a striker that plays Liverpool ball, get Mateus Cunha. Stop even talking about Isaac. Nobody's going to spend 140 million euro on Isaac. You know your owners ain't spending. And if they spend 140 on Isaac, they are not buying another player for 10 years. So don't even go there. Get Mateus Cunha. You get him for like 60, maybe 70. He is perfect. He's a Jota. He's a Jota
Uncle,
that doesn't get injured.
Uncle, do you think we need Isak?
No. No.
No. Wow. Why?
Listen, he's a good player, but he always
Why,
breaks
he asked?
something.
Avi,
Always breaks something, right?
He
He's
asked
always
why.
going to break something.
He's asking why.
He's like a fucking Pyrex ball, and you break something all the fucking time.
No, but I see what Unks is saying is like if you've got 140 million pound, you could get 2-3 players.
No, yeah, fair enough. Like Bellingham, like we've done with Bellingham. We didn't sign Bellingham. We've got 4 other players that turned out to be.
I think Isaac is an exception. I think we have made these exceptions in the past. Van Dijk being the first exception, Naby being an exception too. If this club really pushes for it, Isaac is a real target. If they believe that he's
sold Avi to get Van Dijk, we sold somebody. Like, who are we realistically going to sell of value to bring that player?
Who did we sell to get?
We sold Coutinho, then bought Van Dijk. We sold Coutinho and bought Van Dijk and got Alisson.
Sell Nunes to
Van
Saudi
Dijk in that
Arabia.
summer was already a done deal. Van Dijk
Sell
was a done
Nunes to
deal.
Saudi Arabia for 70 million.
I know we'll
yeah,
buy
that's
him.
true. Yeah,
We'll buy him.
So you're only going to pay is a 30 million. Probably they'll sell him for 100 million.
I'll take Nunes for 70 million at Arsenal.
Sorry?
Easily. I'll take Nunes for 70, 80 million at Arsenal. Easy.
I think send Arteta the email, bro. I'll drive him there myself.
I think I think Arsenal are
getting
getting Sesko.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Yeah, it's a bit raw.
I think they're looking at another.
Isak definitely 100% improves us. Yeah, he's quality striker, probably the best finisher in the world at this moment in time. However, Cunha, I like the way he plays ball, man. Across the front line, he plays multiple positions, and he's hungry. And you see, when another player misses his shot or it's not, I like that in the play when he's like, why didn't you put it in? And this, that, the other. He's got that win if he wants to win. He's a winner. You can tell he is. Him in a better team will just totally ball out.
Take Cunha, give them
20
million plus Ben Doak on loan for the season. I think they'll do that.
Oh, look, he's on the phone. Who's he on the phone to now?
Who?
Send Jota back to Wolves.
Uncle, ease up, man. Have some manners. Man. What's going on?
Cunha could play like a Firmino role, I think.
Have uncle's coming for your job, mate. He's going to be on the panel soon. At least he talks facts.
He's got a banana on. He's got a vest on. He's
man, tell me what's going to happen tomorrow, man. Are you nervous? Or is it going to be an easy win for Liverpool?
I know the game's going to kick off. I just don't know who's going to win. I'll be honest. I don't know who's going to win the game. I'll be honest.
I think it'll be a tight game, but I think they've got quite a lot of injuries, so I think we should roll them over. They haven't got Kamara in the midfield. He's like the energy guy. I don't think Rodgers. I think our tiredness. These type of games are for us. I think, when we're tired and we're lacking games, the smaller teams that just have that low block, it's not good for us. So when these teams like Aston Villa, Man City, I think we'll play our A game in them. We'll be back to our normal routine because our players will be up for it.
Asim, for me, if we nullify, we've got nullified Rodgers.
Yeah.
Deep line runs, the way he can just carry the ball, he can ease past players.
How do you nullify the likes of Ramsey?
I think Gravenberch, McAllister.
If you want to nullify Rodgers, you play Jones, Szoboszlai, and
I would
Gravenberch. You play physical.
Exactly, sorry.
Aston Villa will definitely be more expressive.
Oh, so you agree with me now, yeah? Like not playing McAllister.
No.
You agree with me now, yeah?
No, against
like you told me about these things on Twitter, but you agree with me now. I get you.
No, but against teams. What you said made sense, but you said I think in the bigger games. But the reason why I'm taking McAllister is not because of that. I'm taking him out because he he's not strong. He's a bit tiny, but you need somebody physical like Jones, 6 foot. Szoboszlai 6 foot. Gravenberch 6'2" to command against Rodgers. And I'm not saying Jones is going to be able to hack.
But what I would say about McAllister, Sarib, is there's not many players, even in title-winning sides, that have that winning mentality.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Certainly has it.
Guys,
Just
McAllister is the most consistent midfielder in our team.
Boys, let me get this right. You're not benching McAllister for the Villa game?
I would personally.
No,
yeah.
you're not benching him.
Sorry, I don't care about what you say. You want Hazard over Salah. You lot all saying McAllister over
That's not true.
McAllister bench.
That's not true.
No, what he's saying, Bashi, look, effectively, that's what he's saying. He would play Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and Curtis Jones, is because the subject was like, how do you nullify the people, like the players like Rodgers who run through the midfield? So he goes, look, I want extra physicality and legs. And legs is what he gets with the Szoboszlai, Curtis, and Gravenberch.
But Asim.
Yeah, I understand that.
There's no way I'm dropping McAllister for this match. He's a
man.
No chance.
I agree with Uncle because McAllister, Asim, and you've pointed this out so many times, his ability to win the ball, those counter press,
that's quite high. Yeah.
Those tackles, he's probably the best one of the best midfielders doing that.
And
those little
nicks of the ball round the player, when he puts his foot around somebody and pulls it. There's no way.
His tackling ability is one of the best in the league.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
For a player like that, Curtis Jones, just his frame is fine, but I don't think he's as mobile as Maka. And he gives you.
I don't think he's as strong as him as well.
Sometimes slows it up too much as well.
It depends on which side of the bed he woke up. Curtis Jones is just damn flaky. He's okay to come in when somebody is tired. But if you want Morgan Rodgers to, if you want to nullify him, get him to defend. So allow Szoboszlai to force him to defend. And with Aston Villa, their high line is even crazier than Spurs. Haven't you guys seen it? Their high line is even crazier than Spurs.
Yeah, that's why you need McAllister. I know Curtis has got the ball playing ability as well, but Mark is just a little dink over the top. Let's hold on to it.
I do see that.
Mark ain't no slouch with ball playing either. He's not a sloucher. That guy is just it, man. He's just absolutely it.
I think if you don't
someone's getting interference, guys. Someone's getting like really bad interference. I don't know who it is. It can't be Sarib because he's on mute.
I'm on mute too.
I'm not on mute, but it's not.
I can't even hear anything.
No, it's fine now.
I can't hear anything. Is it me?
Can you hear me?
I think it's you, Bashi.
Bashi. I could hear Bashi.
You can hear him though.
Yeah, I can hear him, but he's getting
3-1 tomorrow, Asim, before I go.
3-1
tomorrow.
Who's going to score? Avi, who's the scorers?
Diaz will score.
Oh,
I see 3-1. We give the obligatory one. It's like
they are scoring.
When you're eating Skittles with a kid, give it one first, then you can eat the whole fucking bag.
Diaz, McAllister, and Salah tomorrow, Asim.
Diaz,
McAllister, and Salah.
And Muhammad.
Yeah, and we're winning on Sunday as well. 6 from 6.
You guys know that my man Salah is having an assist and a goal. You know that, right? Yeah, that's it.
Yes, Unks.
He's gonna come second in the Ballon d'Or this year, Unks. He's coming second.
Who's saying that?
I'm saying it. He's coming second behind Lamine Yamal.
Get him off this. Get him off this.
Unks, you have my full permission on the show, Unks, you have my permission.
Lamine Yamal. Get this hater off the show.
He's only talking because Yamal's not here. You be here, my man.
Billy, 1 minute, Unks, 1 minute. Billy, Lamine Yamal and Barcelona winning the European Cup.
Then I can hear it. If they win the Champions League,
you predicted Liverpool's
got better.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's my prediction, but I believe
Barcelona win the Champions League.
Your prediction
if
was
they
Liverpool.
do, I can see Yamal winning Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but Rafinha is better than Yamal.
Salah doesn't deserve it.
Exactly.
He doesn't
Rafinha
deserve
is
it.
their
Would
best
that
player
make
this
Salah's,
season.
if he won the Ballon d'Or, would that make him the youngest Ballon d'Or winner?
Yeah, it would.
Yes.
It would. That's 18. Salah has only won.
Nah,
Owen,
he
He's
ain't
only
winning it.
scored.
Owen 19,
Salah has only scored penalties this year in 2025. He hasn't scored.
Fuck
Get
off.
this hater off the show, man.
You know
Get
what's
this hater
This
off the
sad?
show.
hater, what a
You know
giant,
what's
mate.
sad? You know
Sarib.
what's sad? You know what's sad? If Sarib said that and he
Salah
just
just
changed it
scored
into
against
Saka,
Everton and on
you get booted
penalty.
off this. Avi,
Yeah,
you
it's
should have
You
Colin,
changed
know,
man.
it.
It's Colin.
there are
It's
two
Colin.
positives about there are
Asim,
two
give
positives
Avi the
about what he's saying.
P45. Get Unks on the panel.
Sarib agrees with me. Sarib agrees with me. If Yamal wins the European Cup with Barca, he's going to win
If
Ballon d'Or.
Barcelona win the Champions League, the winner of the Ballon d'Or is going to be Rafinha or Yamal, in my opinion.
It's gonna be Rafinha all day
You
long.
know
He's their
what,
best player.
It'll be Rafinha.
guys?
It won't
Yeah,
be
probably
Yamal.
Rafinha. But
Guys,
his
let me
argument
give you an ironclad guarantee. There is absolutely no way Barcelona win the Champions League with Chesney as their goalkeeper. Won't happen. All right, mark it anywhere. It won't happen.
Unks, we won't win it with Salah in our team. We won't win it with Salah.
Watch. Let me tell you what. If Real Madrid win tomorrow, they are in the final. Real Madrid. If they win tomorrow,
Oh,
they're in
no,
the
they
final.
won't do it again. They won't do it again, Unks, please.
Just watch.
They
Those
won't do
guys
it.
But they
have
can
a,
still
those
play
guys have a
Barcelona.
Champions League fetish.
You know,
Right?
Unks,
you can't write Real Madrid off,
if
man.
we avoid that
I'll
side
be,
of the
I'll be
draw,
There's only
turning
two
into
teams
Sarib
winning it:
later.
Madrid or Liverpool. That's
if we
it.
avoid
That's
that
it.
side of the draw,
That's all.
If you
Nobody
get
else.
if you get Madrid in the final, there's no way you're beating them. There's no way.
Guys, just a question to the panel. There's 9 of us here. Just a question to the panel. How are we all feeling about Salah's departure to Saudi? Are we all like comfortable with it now?
Alhamdulillah, I'm happy.
It's not gonna happen either.
Alhamdulillah, he's
Salah
extending
stays.
to stay to Liverpool. Don't worry.
Alhamdulillah, he'll get the money he deserves in Saudi Arabia.
Salah
he's
stays.
staying, don't
Van
worry.
Dijk. Salah stays. Van Dijk stays.
And then you'll be
Hey,
mid, and Liverpool will be
Arsenal.
mid-table again, yeah?
Arteta. Someone tell Arteta boy that we are not giving the Ballon d'Or to a kid with braces, with a smile like Joyce in fucking Moonraker, right? Have you guys seen that movie? We're not giving the what's the
Who are
World
you
Cup?
talking about? Who are you talking about?
Lamine Yamal. Doesn't he smells like Jaws?
What's Arteta got to do with Yamal?
Sorry?
What's Arteta got
He
to do
wins.
with
He
Yamal?
wins the kiddie. He wins the kiddie Ballon d'Or. Fine, the little ball. He wins the little ball. That's okay. He's not winning the big ball. Big
But
ball is the big ball.
Unks, I want to ask you about the contracts. Do you think
Yeah.
all 3 stay?
No. Trent is gone. Trent is gone. Man.
I think
Wow.
Salah and Van Dijk's don't. The only reason they're not bringing out is Trent's.
Pulija,
Yeah, I think those two have been.
Adnan Sab,
I agree.
Adnan Sab,
I think
Adnan
those
Sab,
two have been
Pulija. That's
really
wishful thinking. Even I was thinking like that, but they're all going. They're all going.
Avi, you're right. You're becoming like Sarib lately. Grow, come on.
But you know what?
Be competitive.
Asim,
Sorry, man. Leave him
if they all
alone,
go,
man.
I'll take
Asim,
Sarib's
if
looks.
they
I'll
all
take
go
Sarib's
after
looks
we
any day.
Asim, if they all
What
go
did I
after
say?
we win
Didn't
the
say
league,
anything.
Sorry,
Right?
but I invite you to the Emirates, bro. In for the treatment that you're getting, man. It's unfair.
Yeah,
Guys,
we,
listen.
you know,
If
you
they
know what it is.
all
You
go,
lot got
One at a
Ty
time,
on
boys,
your
one
side,
at a
innit?
time.
We got Sarib.
if they all go after we win the league, big deal, right? Arteta still shitting bricks. So what's the big deal?
Big deal.
If they
I mean,
all go
I mean,
after,
I mean, Arteta's not the one shitting bricks on this call, Uncle. It seems like you are.
you want to see my brick?
Adnan,
Oh, thanks.
Adnan, just to respond to you, I don't think that's possible. It's the amount of people that are involved in terms of lawyers and sponsors. It's very, very hard to keep that quiet. Like, you know, when Klopp when he released the news to the players, at the same time it went out to the media. You just can't keep these sort of things quiet. Not nowadays.
No, but
I'd be
things
happy.
I think that there's something happening. It's just something that's not coming out. to
I
be
hope you're right.
tight-lipped
I
about.
hope you're right.
No,
Because the way,
Asim, I
because you
honestly
know,
think,
I think that
think
Salah Van
Virgil,
Dijk's the way they're playing, something has been sorted. You don't give them
I
kind of
think Virgil,
performances.
I think Virgil and what's his name and Salah are going to stay.
You
Yeah,
won't be giving them
Somehow, I think
performances if
there's
you're
an
not giving your
agreement.
contracts.
There's an agreement in principle, but I also have this thing that those two know that Liverpool is the conduit for them to greatness. You see, some of these guys have so much money. It's not the money thing, right? So
It's the
Salah goes
legacy.
to Saudi. Sorry.
It's the legacy.
Yeah, if Salah
Salah
stays for
goes to
another 2
Saudi,
years, he could
he
break
gets a
records.
bag of money and placed in front of 5,000 supporters every day, every week. That's not what he wants.
So can I ask you guys as Liverpool fans, and I've probably asked this before, of the three, you can only keep one.
Oh
Who
my
would it
God.
be?
Virgil.
Van Dijk.
Virgil, Sarib,
Yeah,
Avi?
Absolutely Virgil.
I'm not joking.
One.
Very difficult, man.
You know
No,
what?
no,
I've always stuck by one, but yeah, it would have to be Verge for me.
But Asim, watch one
Asim?
person who may leave that we are not looking at. Probably
Unks, 1
Konate.
minute. Unks, 1 minute. Calm down. What time is it in Ghana? 1 minute. Yeah. Let everyone answer.
11:31.
Let everyone answer the question.
Just 1 second. Asim?
11:31. 11:30. We're on GMT.
Just give me 30 seconds. Asim, pick one.
Why are you gonna bother asking?
Muhammad.
Yeah, he's going to lose.
Okay.
But I think look, no one's going to say Trent. I guarantee you that.
Yeah,
No
it's
one's gonna
between Van
guarantee
Dijk
it.
and
We
can win the league without Trent.
I'm only joking, Asim, but I'm only joking.
But by the way, boys,
it's very close, though, isn't it?
Can I come in as a non-biased like fan, just purely from the outside? I think Virgil is by quite a distance the most important player Liverpool have had in the last 10 years.
Wow.
And it's not a contest.
And Alisson.
No, but I don't think it's both. I don't think it's both. But I think there's
okay.
there's arguments to that, but yeah.
By far is an exaggeration. Look, your most important game in the last 10 years that I remember is that Barcelona game, okay, at Anfield. By far, that is literally the pinnacle of. That's what Liverpool I know. That's Istanbul. All of those games into one that night. Salah didn't play that game, did he?
But what about the final though? In 2019.
Oh come on, man! You beat Spurs in the final, man. Come on,
I mean, after the hurt.
No, he has a point.
Let me land.
Go
After the hurt of 2018, when he done his shouldering, when Ramos did that, coming back a year after that to score the first penalty to get us going in the first 5 minutes of that game, the emotions and the way he would be feeling, that was one of the most important goals in the last 10 years too.
I'm not denying the importance of the goal itself. Okay?
Salah against Man United, which pretty secured our title in that COVID season at Anfield when Alisson
you won the league before that game anyway.
No, but that was the game. That was the game that cemented everything.
To be fair, we've actually played a couple of games without Salah. Like I remember FA Cup final 2022, Salah went off injured, I think, and we were fine. We didn't concede a goal, and we ended up winning the game.
Look, the reason why I say Van Dijk is because
Salah, by the way, if anyone has a goal.
His profile, there's no other player like him. There just isn't. You're not gonna. There is no other centre back. Now, people laugh at me when I say, as an Arsenal fan, as a football fan, Van Dijk is the best centre back I've seen ever. Like peak ability wise, by far. It doesn't mean it's the greatest. I mean, there's a difference between the best and the greatest. Greatest is Ramos, and there's other players out there. But Van Dijk literally set that project. You know, we talk about projects nowadays. Everybody's got a project going on or whatever it is. Klopp's the first to sort of start the project or whatever. Van Dijk is so bloody important to Liverpool. He is Liverpool. That's just the way I see it.
And I mean, can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
So some of you are showing your age, man.
Mohamed Salah is Liverpool's best player. Virgil van Dijk is Liverpool's most important player. And also, when you say best and greatest, what's the difference?
Best is when I look at peak for
best
peak.
Is on ability, isn't it?
On ability. Greatest is greatest is Ramos. I don't think there's a discussion there, or in my opinion, the contest. And Unks, I know you're gonna talk about our ages and stuff like that. Fair point. I know you probably bring up.
Ramos is not even
that good. Ramos is not. Hold on a minute. There's a difference between the best and the greatest. When I talk about greatest, I'm talking about ability, accolades, trophies.
He's not even better than
that makes Gary Neville the best right back ever. Then
out and out centre back either.
Come on,
are you talking about Liverpool centre half or centre half of all time?
Are you comparing Gary Neville's impact?
That's what you were saying. Sergio Ramos, yes, he was a good defender. He was a great defender, but he weren't on the level of Van Dijk, man.
Van Dijk, he's not.
No. You're missing the argument completely.
No, there's no argument. You put him above Van Dijk.
The question is, Who's in your dream team? If you had to pick
Who's
one,
in-
Ramos or Van Dijk?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
Then there you go. Then
Hands
Ar-
down.
argument's done.
Because
You'll end
Argument's
up
done.
picking
then.
Tony Adams,
when you do
bro.
a dream
I'll take
team,
both.
what are you
I'll take
basing it
both.
on though?
No, I'll
Are
take
you
both.
basing it on ability, or
Of
are you
ability
basing
of
it
who
on
you think
accolades
is the
as well?
best player, the best player.
Look.
Aesthetically,
Ramos
ethically,
is not better than Maldini on
Look.
accolades or ability. He's not
Look,
better than
look.
Maldini on
Okay,
accolades or
Facts.
ability.
boys. It's the way
You're
I've
better
got
than
it in my
Nesta.
head. Yeah? It's simple.
Exactly.
It's simple. Yeah, the best is Virgil van Dijk. That peak that he hit in 18-19,
Yeah.
title winning Champions League. I've never seen anything like it ever.
Are you?
I
Are
don't
you
think. I don't
saying?
think this season anyone's as close
Are you
Let me
saying?
tell you
around the
something,
world.
brother. Arsenal fan. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Alamin.
Put Virgil van Dijk in that Madrid squad when Ramos was there. Now put Ramos in the Liverpool squad.
Yeah.
No, but I don't. No, but you no,
Ramos
but
just
you,
gets
you,
the
No,
red
no,
card.
but these
no,
are
no,
lazy
no,
Ramos just
arguments,
gets the red
bro.
card.
because you can't
Ramos
look
is
at
all
football
right.
like that.
Ramos
Hold
is
on,
all right.
hold on.
No, you
These
can't
are
look at football like that.
hold
The
on,
system's
hold on.
different. Players are different.
Exactly.
Ability, you can't. That's not how you look at football. A
These
player
are
could do better in one team than another team. You can't
exactly.
do that.
Listen. Ramos
That's
is
like
not better
saying
than Maldini on
that's like saying
accolades
if
or
my aunt
ability.
had wheels, should be a bike. Like they don't make sense. Like they don't. You can't
Guys,
make those comparisons, man.
every
Alamin, how is Ramos
champions,
better than
every
Maldini?
Van
championship
Dijk
walks into any team in the world and performs to the highest
In any era.
level.
Okay,
In any
Every
era.
every
Any either
championship
put him
team in the
wherever you
world
want, bro. Put him
has
in.
a great
Put him in
centre
any
back and a
team.
great
Sorry,
goalkeeper.
Unks, guys, can I speak? Just give me a moment to speak.
Who's
Asim,
spoken of?
you have a soft spot for Real Madrid. I'm gonna bring you in here, man.
I don't.
You have to give Ramos
Yeah.
his credit. You have to. When you ask me who would you rather have in your team, Ramos or Van Dijk? Well, I'll take both of them. Ramos RCB and Van Dijk LCB. You're not getting past that.
Would you take
No, but we
Saliba or
asked
would
you
you
if
take
you had to pick
Ramos?
one. You said Van Dijk. If you had to pick one, you said Van Dijk.
No, I didn't give an answer yet.
You did. You
You
said
won't give an
Virgil.
answer.
Yeah, don't
I
bottle
didn't
it
give
like
an answer.
Arsenal. Give an answer.
But if you had to pick one, Alamin, who
Oh,
do you?
Billy, yeah.
Van Dijk's
Come
the
on.
better defender.
Like he made us
Saliba,
pick
bro.
one contract, make him pick one defender.
All right. If I had to pick one,
Sergio Ramos.
Billy,
No,
Salman Khan is
no.
Billy.
Would
Billy,
you
Salman Khan
Would
is
you take
have to.
Saliba or would you take Ramos?
Alamin,
Salubai.
you have to go with Van Dijk because you've just called him the best defender you've ever seen.
Exactly.
if I had to pick one, it would be Van Dijk. Yeah.
I think he's talking about Ramos's career is greater than Van Dijk's.
But
That's-
yeah,
No,
who
but
is
you know,
Is he Asim's friend or something?
you
You give him
can't.
this much airtime. Who is he?
Exactly.
Who?
Alamin, who is he? He's a very nice guy.
Asim, they're hating me, man.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
this is all
this
of
much,
it,
you're giving Arsenal fan this much airtime.
We're
What's wrong with
talking
you?
about Van Dijk, though, aren't we?
Come on,
We're talking about. Look. I'm
You
giving
need
you
to
a
know.
different
You need
perspective.
to understand Arsenal fans. They've got main character syndrome because they haven't won anything. As
Uncle,
soon as they
I
get in the
don't.
conversation,
Uncle,
they
I,
need to
I,
take
No,
over.
but to the argument that
I
you
don't
were
wanna.
talking
I don't
about,
want
you
to
were
come
saying,
Uncle, I
you
don't
were
want to.
saying for Liverpool's team, Van Dijk or Salah, who's more important? And the reason why you lot can make your points, but the reason why I say Virgil van Dijk is Mo Salah's always going to score goals. He scored goals 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21. The years Virgil van Dijk wasn't available, 2021, and I understand we were missing Gomez and Matip, etc., etc., etc. Salah was still scoring goals, but Liverpool dropped off because you could see there was a big miss in that back four. We then go to 22-23. Salah was still scoring goals. Virgil van Dijk wasn't on his form. Liverpool finished 5th in the league. He is so important to how Liverpool perform over a course of the season.
Well, we haven't seen Sarib Salah miss games.
Exactly.
Apart from one
So how would
injury.
we know?
And that's also very, very true.
And look at Salah.
guys.
How do you replace 60-70% of goal involvements?
But
You just can't.
the sample, yeah, that's also very, very true. That's also very, very valid. From what I saw, when Van Dijk wasn't available and Salah was still scoring goals, we were finishing 5th and we finished 3rd.
What's
and we
the
didn't
hardest
beat
thing to do in
one of
football?
the worst defenses in Premier League
Okay,
history. in
guys.
terms of our title.
What's
Be
the
a
hardest thing to
goalkeeper.
do in football?
That's a
Guys,
terrible
guys,
argument.
let me
That's an
quickly
absolutely
have my
terrible
take. I
argument.
need to go.
Why?
Let me just say
Okay,
something.
go on.
I think
Shows Van Dijk's
Arteta,
importance to the
I
team.
think Arteta boy made a very good point.
Thanks.
Perhaps the most important match in which we played was the Barcelona match, and Salah didn't play.
That's
still
my
won.
point. Uncle.
We
I
still
love you.
won
for that.
4-0.
Thank you.
Listen, that was the most critical match. But every championship winning team has a great centre back and a great goalkeeper. If you don't have those two, you can't win.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
agree.
just accept that.
How
Virgil
can
van
you?
Dijk-
How can you base it on one game?
I said.
No, it's not.
Arguably, the first leg,
But Asim,
Salah played
Asim,
that. arguably he
game,
was our best player. You know
Asim,
how
that
Naby
game
you know
was
how good
Russian.
Salah was in that Camp Nou.
Asim,
He
that
took the
game was
piss.
Russian roulette with 5 cartridges in the revolver
Salah
cartridge.
took the piss at Camp Nou. We were looking to lose 3-4.
But
But he
Asim,
didn't
Asim,
score,
I know
did he?
I know
He
the
didn't score,
sample
did he?
size is very, very
Asim,
small.
how is
He
that
didn't
a
score,
point?
did
You
he?
lost the
I,
game,
I
bro.
know
Did
that.
Salah score? Did Salah score in both
Asim,
legs?
Asim,
He
I
scored
know
How
in
the
can you
the
how can
record,
you judge on one game?
Asim, the
Hold on a
record is
minute.
that
Hold
he
on.
did
On
no.
one game.
Okay,
I'm
Asim,
not
Asim,
No,
Asim,
judging
at
Asim,
on
Asim.
Anfield. Anfield
The
don't
sooner that
Listen,
Salah goes out of Liverpool, the better.
Asim, last
Asim,
season,
Okay,
last
Avi,
season,
Look,
Asim,
look.
Avi,
Let me
Asim,
put it this way. Both are very, very, very important. Yeah.
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
they're
that's not,
just as
no, we're not
important as
denying that.
each
We're not
other.
denying.
That's
Asim,
how
Asim, last
brilliant
season,
they
Asim,
are.
last
But
listen.
season, last
we,
season.
I'm
as
Ghanaian.
Liverpool
I'm
fans, are
Ghanaian,
blessed
right?
to have them both.
Asim,
One
Asim,
at
I'm
a
last,
Ghanaian,
time.
last
right?
season,
One at a
last
time.
season.
When
This is why I
Egypt are
can't do
playing
these. I
Ghana,
see I can't do
when
these.
Look,
Egypt are playing
you know,
Ghana, I
if
support
Michael
Egypt.
Chopra used to play, will play for us, that'll be Avi's favorite player. It's not my
Asim,
fault you can't produce your own
Last
players.
last
You have
season.
your Michael Chopra. I love
Asim,
Mohamed
He's
Salah.
Asim,
bringing
listen.
cricket politics into football now.
Asim, listen.
Chetri, it's Chetri. Asim, it's
Yanda,
Chetri.
When
Yandanda,
Egypt are playing
Yandanda,
Ghana,
That's
I
true.
support
Yan.
Egypt, even though I'm from Ghana, right? That's how
Chetri.
much I love Salah. But the fact on record is that he didn't play that much. We needed to win 4-0 and we won.
And also,
So
also one more thing, one more thing.
agreed.
That's a stark statistic. We
These
Agreed.
won without
arguments are
him.
terrible.
There's another example you can use. Last season we
Jake,
didn't have
you've been
Salah.
very quiet, man.
Salah wasn't available to Liverpool for 3 months. We still stayed top of the league and we lost one game. So
When?
And when he came, and then when
Salah
he
from
came, we
January to
started
about
losing
March,
again.
Salah was
look,
unavailable
look,
for
look,
Liverpool. He was
the
unavailable.
truth,
Which
look,
year?
all jokes
Last
aside.
season, last
All
season.
jokes, no, all jokes
Last
aside.
year he wasn't available for 3 months. We were doing okay.
No, all
It
jokes
was
aside.
not 3 months.
That's true.
Guys,
It
all
Yeah,
wasn't
jokes
no,
3 months.
yeah, it was on
And
AFCON. Then he
listen,
came
it
back. He
wasn't
had an
3
injury.
months.
And
And
he
we
wasn't
played
playing.
Ghana before the end of the season.
Order. Look, all jokes aside, yeah. Look, there's no doubt that Mohamed Salah, right, is slightly overrated. He is slightly overrated from the
Shut the hell up, you hating.
Can you take Avi off,
Okay,
please?
Get
okay,
this hater
I
okay.
off
think he's
me.
been drinking again.
On that note,
Asim, he's been
on that
drinking
note,
again.
good
Take him
night.
off.
On that note, good
He's
night,
been doing
guys.
his night shift
Good
again
night.
too
Night,
long.
night. Take care, Unks.
P45,
On
man.
Take
that
care,
note,
Unks.
good night,
P45,
guys.
this
The guy
guy.
just put me to sleep.
Give him
Good
his
night.
P45 and get
Good
him to
night.
his job.
Anks, Captain Anks, that's for you. Salute, Maro.
Asim, just to come in on that one game point. If Salah played that, but Van Dijk didn't play it, would you have beaten Barcelona?
Look, it's you know, Anfield, you can have 11 Digmi terrorists, but when Anfield and there's European night experience under the lights, stranger things have happened.
Okay, all right. Jake,
Look, you know, every manager, who else was missing on that night? It was
Firmino.
Bobby, wasn't it?
That's it.
Bobby Firmino.
Bobby and Salah.
Every manager, every scout, Alameen, who comes to Anfield and watches team play, even whether it's an English team or a European team, they always have mentioned Bobby Firmino. They describe him
Actually,
as
wasn't Mane out as well for that game?
No,
No,
Mane played.
No,
Mane,
Mane
Origi,
played.
Mane,
Mane played.
Origi, Shaqiri started
Yeah,
that.
the catalyst of that team. So you know, the catalyst wasn't even playing. The glue wasn't playing in the night.
You
Some
guys-
things are written in the stars.
Okay.
Alameen.
I hear that. I hear that. And
No,
we
that's
can talk about
bullshit. Also,
we-
ain't nothing written in the
we can-
stars.
Sorry,
Jake,
That's bullshit too.
it's not bullshit.
Jake is calling
It's not
bullshit.
bullshit.
That's
You
bullshit.
know,
No. Jake. On a serious note,
If
almost
Salah had
every
started
manager.
that, if Salah had started that game, we wouldn't have gone through.
Jake, just to back up Asim's point,
If
almost
Chopra started, we would have lost.
Chetri.
You know what's crazy as well?
If-
Salah
if
didn't even
Chop-
play
if
the
Chopra side, we would have
Salah
won 3 league
didn't
titles
even play
by
the
now.
final we played last year.
Oh,
You know, if
lads, you won't even got to that
Salah
stage without
played-
Salah.
You know, if Salah played, we would have won 6-0. Never mind 4-0.
Jake,
Asim, I agree with that. I agree with
well,
that.
on the Anfield Magic point, just to back up Asim's point, almost every manager that's ever been in a title race has said that if you go to Anfield and win the game, you win the title. So
I didn't say anything
Anfield-
about Anfield Magic being bullshit. I said written in the stars is bullshit. That's not
Yeah, I
the same
agree
as
with- I
Anfield
agree with
Magic.
You
Jake.
got to agree with.
I mean, that's the same thing, though.
Come on.
It's
No,
not
it's
the
not.
same thing.
Isn't it?
Absolutely
It's not
not
the same
the same
thing.
thing.
It's the same
It's the
thing.
same
Come
thing.
on.
How is that
We're
saying it
saying-
hypothetically, man?
All right, we're getting to semantics here. It's unnecessary.
Exactly.
I mean, Magic written in the stars.
Alamin, can I ask you a
Written
serious
anything.
question? Can I ask
Yeah,
you a
go on,
serious
Avi.
question? Do
Yeah.
you think, and I think from the sound of your voice, you're late 20s, early 30s? 30s, maybe?
Early 30s, yeah, 31.
Early 30s, fair enough. Okay. Do you think you'll see Arsenal win the European Cup before you're 50?
Is that a serious question, or is that
My face is straight. My face is serious. It's been 32 years and you haven't won it yet. Do you think you'll win it in the next 18 years? Legitimate question.
I think as long as we're in it, there's a chance.
Yeah,
Why do
fair
you
enough.
only give him 18 more years?
Yeah.
He's gonna
I
lose money.
don't know if
Bruce have a chance.
but I don't know if it's a gotcha question or not. I mean, as long as we're in it, there's a chance in it. I mean, what do you want me to say, bro?
Fair enough.
Like, you know, it's if
I think it's
we're in
one
it,
of the. I think it's one of the. What do you want to
They'll
call
be
it?
happy with 3 charity shields, man. They'll be right, man.
I think
Chad Shields, there's 3 leagues.
You know, I mean, all jokes aside, I was a bit. You know, I liked Arsenal obviously through Wenger and that. Yeah, you know,
Please 50,
phenomenal,
Asim.
phenomenal team. I thought, you know, that Arsenal team, that peak Wenger years, the invincible. You lot should have got one over the line.
yeah,
And I know that
Porto,
final against
Chelsea,
Barca.
but the
The
Wayne
Barca
Bridge
game was
goal,
a bit.
the Wayne Bridge goal that Highbury killed us.
Yeah, Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, we
But
should
in
have
that
won.
final, you had it nearly there, man. Like,
We know
that
as
sending
much
off
as
doesn't
we,
happen.
Avi, as much as we troll Arsenal, they're not far off.
They're not.
I know.
Yeah,
I
they
know
just
we're
need a new
talking about.
manager. That's all.
Sorry, no, I don't even think they need a new manager.
They need
Oh,
3
they need a new
players.
manager.
I think they
Sorry,
do.
Three
I think they
players.
need.
They
They
definitely
need a
need a
new manager,
manager.
100%.
To win the European, they will do because Arteta he can't do it.
He
So
can, man.
I don't.
Not
Okay,
against the top
look,
clubs.
I've criticized Arteta for many things, yeah, but I don't think you guys understand what Arteta is in his 5th year of management.
Yeah, he's bottler. That's
He,
what he is.
no. He's gone
Sarib,
downscaling now. If he carried on the
No,
way he
he's a
was
good.
playing, he would have been
He's
all right.
he is a good manager, guys. Look, sometimes it will take maybe another
Spends
season.
money left, right, and center. Not coached anyone. And he's saying he's a quality manager. He's won bloody
Okay,
few FA
Bashi,
Cups.
here's a question. Bashi, here's a question. Say he goes, right? Say he walks at the end of the season. Who comes in? Who in there in at this
This is
precise
another
moment
stupid
can come
point.
in?
What
No,
is
no, who
irrelevant?
this moment could come in? They won't find anyone better, Jake, at the moment.
Yeah, they will. Of course they can, man.
Let me give you.
On,
Let
They
me
invest, bro.
let me answer your
on,
question. Let me answer your
England
question.
have a better manager than Arsenal. That says enough.
Hold
There
on,
you
hold
go.
on.
Sarib,
Hold on,
the gimmick,
hold on,
this
hold on.
reverse
Wait,
psychology
wait,
gimmick
wait.
isn't working, bro. It's not working.
Hold on. Wait. You rewind 18 months
Money
from
joke.
now,
yeah.
before before Klopp announced that he was leaving, where nobody knew that he was leaving, and I sit here and I tell you, okay, you don't like Klopp. Let's say Klopp is leaving. Who are you going to replace him with? 18 months ago, none of you guys are going to say RNA Slot. Nobody's going to say him because none of you knew who he was.
No,
and where
that's
are we sitting
incorrect.
right now?
Pedro,
So
I was
just because
speaking. Yeah, but
nobody knows who
I
is
was
better than him right now doesn't
I
mean he
was
doesn't
talking up.
exist.
I was talking up Amarim 2 years ago. I would have taken Amarim.
And he's shit.
No, he's not. He's
No,
not
he's not.
shit.
He's not. No.
He's not shit.
Oh, give me a fucking break. This guy's trash.
Jake,
No, Jake,
he
I
needs
have to
a
stop you
full
there.
summer.
Slot
He
was
needs
the
a full
manager.
preseason.
He ain't got the players to play that system.
He
No,
is
but
shit.
a
Period.
top manager can still get results.
He has. He's
100%.
won
He
a
adapts,
won at
innit?
Etihad. He's got a point at
You
Anfield. He's won
adapt
at
to
the
the
Emirates.
situation. Look at Klopp when he came. What shitty he had.
But
Have you seen the
Adnan
players
Sab,
that we had when he came?
Exactly.
Finished
Adnan
8th.
Sab, there's deeper issues at United, though, not just the
It
He
players.
doesn't
got
matter. We had
Europa.
deep.
He got
We
Europa League
always had
final
deep
his first
issues.
season, Sarib. 8.
Yeah, and they're still in the FA Cup and they're still in Europa League. So
Asim, just put
don't
him
make
down
judgment
here
now,
next to
innit?
this Arsenal fan, please. Put Sarib
No,
on
No,
down
no,
here.
hold on a minute. Why am I getting
no,
punched
wait,
every
wait.
time?
This is why I don't like it. You just said because it's Man United, you're gonna act all biased and stuff. This is why I don't like. You said Klopp in his first season made the Europa League final and in the League Cup final. Now you tell me, is Man United still in the FA Cup? Yes or no? Yes or no? Just answer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Why are you on silent for?
Yeah,
Answer.
Who are you talking to, Sarib? Me?
Talk to you. Of course, you're the one that said, "Oh,
Oh yeah, sorry. Go on. What? United in the FA Cup
yeah."
Yeah,
Are they in
they
the
are.
FA Cup?
They are.
for the time being? Yes.
Are they still in the Europa League?
They are.
For the time being, yes.
No, make your judgment at the end of the season, not mid-season. Because when Klopp first came in, I
That's
didn't
fair.
think we'll make
That's
the
fair.
Europa League final. Or
I
the League
didn't
Cup
say
final.
Amrin shit. Where's this going? I didn't say Amrin shit.
No, you just said, "Oh, they're gonna win nothing." Oh, one of you said it.
No,
Well, it
no,
wasn't
They've
me, man.
dropped in the league. They've fallen in the league since he's
The
taken
fucking
over.
15th,
Yeah,
for
that's
fuck's
what
sake,
we're
man.
not on about that. We're saying he's not.
Sorry.
He's not
I thought you
adapting
said it
to
sounded
his.
like you. Sounded like you.
I
Sorry,
didn't say.
I thought it sounded like you. Sorry.
Hey,
What
sorry,
we
sorry.
said, Sadi, was that he's not adapting to the league that he has at the moment.
Sony, yeah.
On
Who's
another
Sony?
note, yeah, I know this is a
you said,
Liverpool
look
panel.
at
Sorry,
Klopp.
just hold on.
Made 2 finals.
I know this is a Liverpool panel. I've got a soft spot for Liverpool. Like just saying, like
Actually,
they
sorry,
are
bro.
my
I
second
thought it was
team.
you.
So
Oh, yeah, Alamin. Oh, listen,
Anyway, guys, I've got an
listen,
exclusive.
Alamin.
I've got an exclusive. I've got an exclusive.
You've had your 2
minute.
hours now to take a rest now. Oh, yeah,
Abe, can I give an exclusive?
Bring him back next week now.
No, Abe, can I give an
having
exclusive?
a member on a BNR now.
Go on, Balmain. Go on, Bashi.
Are you ready for the exclusive?
Go on.
Mohamed Salah signs a contract 3 years.
Let's go.
Go on,
Let's
Avi.
go, Vela.
Andre.
And then guess what? Van
I'm very
Dijk,
disappointed.
another 3 years.
No way.
3
No
years.
way. No way.
Watch.
So last
2
time 2
plus
years
1.
with the extended 1 year.
Look
on
at
top
Avi.
this
2
year.
plus 1.
Avi's got a face on like someone's died. Look at his face.
Yeah, you drop these 2 players, you've lost
Vini,
90%
What
of your
about
output input.
what about
you're
Michael Chopra?
What about Chetri
Michael
Chopra?
Chopra is
Chetri
going
Chopra.
to Carlisle FC, man.
No, we
Michael-
need a toilet cleaner, man, at the club.
No, true.
Chopra still alive?
Huh?
Which Chopra are you talking about? Prem Chopra or Michael Chopra?
Michael Chopra, the
Michael.
Cardiff guy. He used to
Oh,
play
listen,
for
forget all
and
that.
Sunil
Okay,
Chetri.
now I've got you all. We've got a Champions Trophy this week. Pakistan cricket. Let's see talk now, boys. You
I,
were winning
I,
it.
I thought you were
Are we
Pakistan
winning it?
fan.
Are we winning it?
You're more. Oh,
How's
you're
your
more of a
Champions
Pakistan.
Trophy if you're playing in Dubai?
Humara Bharat hai. Asim I'm swing India.
Hamara
Team
Bharat
India.
hai.
हमारा भारत
डरपोक लोग
I bet
Bharat
politics
elected
has
to
no
Dubai.
right in sport.
Bharat
Let's
elected
not
to
get
Dubai.
into
They couldn't even play
politics,
Pakistan. Is that
Jake,
fair?
I have no
डरपोक
idea what they're
Oi
saying.
डरपोक
Don't worry.
कौन
He goes,
India-
it's my India.
India will win the Champions Trophy in Dubai.
So you made Jake leave. You made Jake leave. This is why you speak English. Now Jake doesn't understand what's going on. He felt left out.
Oh, Jake knows, man. Jake's a Pakistan fan. He knows.
Okay, look, I think let's wrap up, man. It's 12 o'clock.
Has everyone given their predictions for tomorrow?
Asim, quick
Let's
predictions
go
for
around the
tomorrow.
table.
Yeah,
Go around the
let's
table
do
and get the
predictions.
I'm gonna go last.
Okay, we'll go. I'll go. We'll go top to bottom then. Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Liverpool. I think. I think McAllister plays tomorrow. McAllister will score, and Mohammed will score 2-1.
I'm gonna go with 2-1 as well. I feel a Jota. I feel a Jota brace tomorrow. I feel a Jota,
Ooh,
Diogo Jota
good shout.
brace.
Good
I feel a
shout.
Jota brace tomorrow. And
Good
I'm not really
shout.
bothered who scores for Villa, but Jota scoring twice. I think he needs a goal as well. He's not scored for a while, innit? So I think he needs one.
I'll go with the 1-1 and Salah to have a quiet game tomorrow.
4-2 Salah hat trick.
No surprises there.
4-2.
Standard.
Wow. Someone does say 7-2, please.
Avi, you stole my fucking prediction. I also think it's a draw tomorrow.
Draw. What was Avi's prediction?
He said
1-1
1-1.
and Salah to have a quiet game tomorrow.
Come on, Jake.
1-1.
Jakey, come on, man.
No, I think
I'll say
Jake,
2-2.
Jake, didn't you say we'll win at the Etihad?
I haven't even gotten that far yet. I'm focused on
Oh,
tomorrow.
someone
I
said
haven't
it.
said anything
I
about
don't know who
the
said
Etihad.
it. Someone said it. We're going to win at Etihad.
To
So
his uncle.
oh, fair enough. So Jake said 1-1.
Alamin,
2-2.
you might as well give a prediction too.
Thank you.
Listen, all jokes aside, we're winning. We're winning tomorrow. We're winning tomorrow.
I think 3-2 Liverpool.
Oof.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're two.
Adnan Bey.
A
I'm
lot
going
of goals. A lot of goals.
3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah,
3-1.
that's the, yeah. I think 3-1.
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think-
thanks.
I think 2-0. Mohamed Salah golden assist, and I think Van Dijk scores.
What was your prediction?
2-0. Mohamed Salah.
Salah assisting to Van Dijk. How's that one going to work out?
Ah, don't worry, lad.
Oh, it's that fake Trent corner. Is that fake Trent free kick?
Yes,
that we
yes,
had?
yes.
There hasn't
Sarib
been
knows.
one person
chip in the box
on
and
this-
Van Dijk.
There hasn't been one person this entire show.
Atik and I are thinking the same. I think.
What?
3-2
It's going to be
Salah.
around about 4-2. I guarantee we score 4 tomorrow.
Jake, what were you going to say?
What did Jake say?
Jake, you're mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear him.
There hasn't been one person on this entire show, this panel, and everybody else that's been on here that think tomorrow night's game is going to be difficult. We're not winning tomorrow. I think we're drawing points. It's going to be a draw.
You fucking stop being negative. Why are you being
Jake,
negative?
you negative git.
No, to be
Jake,
fair,
have you
I
seen
had a
our
look at
have you seen our away record, Jake?
I had a look
Wow.
at Aston Villa's injuries, so they're
Jake,
missing.
Mohammed is going to score tomorrow. Mohammed.
I had a look at
Mohammed.
Aston Villa's injuries for the game tomorrow, so they're
That's
out.
what
They're
I'm
not-
saying.
Leon
As well,
Bailey's
Jake. They've got a
unavailable.
lot of injuries.
Matty Cash is unavailable. Ezri Konsa's
What's
unavailable.
our away record in our last
Al
one
Torres
game?
unavailable. We've got the best away record in the league.
We got the best away
What's our
record in
away
the league.
record in our last
Yeah.
one game?
Everton.
That's the
All right.
derby. Come on, Jake. Derbies always bring up something.
We've actually
Not
picked
going to
up
lie.
Jake,
Since
actually,
the start of this year,
we've
we have
actually
been playing
picked
poor, man.
This
Jake,
game's going to be
what score is
exactly
it
like the
tomorrow?
game at Anfield.
Jake, what score is it tomorrow? 2-2 or 1-1?
0-0.
Come on, Jake.
1-1, yeah?
Jake, come on.
Jake the Snake.
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna
his
go
new
1-1.
name.
Now that Avi moved off of 1-1, I'll go 1-1.
But you guys do know
Asim, if
that.
we win, make sure you bring a special program with Jake on.
They're missing 7 first teamers. No Kamara, no Onana, no
Yeah.
Bailey, no Konza, no
It's
Pau
cut down for
Torres.
them, bro.
We'll be missing.
The
We'll
team
be
is
missing.
finished.
You know what? I
No
would
Bailey.
Sarib will be missing Salah tomorrow. Don't worry.
It's going to be the same as the game at Anfield when we
Yep.
won
I
2
bet we've been
I mean,
missing
what I would
Salah
say is
since we
they've still
signed
got.
him.
They've still. I know what you're saying, but a lot of their missing personnel are in the defensive line or
Yeah.
in field. They still have enough to hurt us.
That's why I think they'll
actually
score.
Of course,
That's why I
they
think
have.
they'll
Asim,
score.
what about Gakpo's injury? What is it? Is it just a niggle or what? Muscle
Just a
injury, a
niggle,
little
I think.
niggle?
No,
I think he should be back
it
for
was
Man City.
described as a knock.
Season ender, isn't it?
I think he's 50-50 for Man City game.
Oh, we got
Bashi, do you
Diaz,
like the
Diaz,
timing?
Diaz now.
So when Gakpo's doing good, they want nothing to do with me. As soon as Gakpo's injured, let's bring Sarib.
Gakpo's the man. He's gonna give him. I said it from day one. Give him a run of 10 games and watch him.
Man.
Asim, what do we think of the City Madrid prediction tomorrow?
Oh, who cares? Billy, who
I
cares
think
about
I'm
I think
going
that's game
2-1
done.
Man City.
Madrid done it.
Extra time.
Madrid, Mbappe's going to score a hat trick tomorrow. Yeah,
I think
that game is
Tell
done.
you what, I watched the last game against Osasuna against Real Madrid.
the 1-1. Yeah.
I
I
think
think
it goes to
Man City
penalties.
2-1 and win on penalties.
I think it goes to penalties as well.
No, man, this is Madrid at the Bernabeu.
Their defense is
Champions
weak.
League.
It's not the same at the moment.
I think it's
Madrid.
going to end 1-1. I think City,
it's
that,
done,
dude,
man.
that Nico Gonzalez is a good player. I think they've
Exactly.
he looks really good.
Nico and Marmoush. Unleash the Egyptian prince.
Why didn't Liverpool sign him?
Because
Kieran,
we're
what kind of
idiots.
question is
Because
this?
we're idiots.
No, but
You watch Liverpool
serious
Villa,
question.
isn't it?
Serious
FSG.
question.
FSG.
But
FSG.
No
I think
checkbook,
we're
bro.
laughing at the question. He is a Liverpool type winger through and throughout.
Who is?
Don't need
Marmoush.
Marmoush. Yeah, FSG.
Listen, let me tell you one thing.
Avi didn't
Hold
want
on.
another Egyptian
Hold
brother
on,
in the
Billy.
team.
Billy, hold on. Yeah, let me tell you something. We were never in for Omar Marmoush. Never in.
we were.
We were. I'm
telling you, we were.
Oh, bullshit. We were. Please, move Bandkar.
We were in for Omar Marmoush. I'm telling you, we were in for. The reason why
Avi vetoed.
the reason
it.
why
He
we
didn't want
didn't
two
go for
Egyptians
Omar
at the
Marmoush
team.
is because we're not going to pay his wages.
Yeah, 50. No, and he
It's the
cost
same
50.
reason why we didn't go for Kravitz.
He's a rubbish player.
We want a bargain.
Hold on a minute.
That's the simple truth.
Not
If
rubbish.
it's not a
Everyone
bargain,
above him, everyone
we're not
above Isak, man.
Avi, I didn't want an ITK answer, bro. I just wanted an answer.
He's rubbish.
Why you guys didn't go? He's not
rated.
rubbish.
He's not rated.
He's not rubbish,
Well,
not
let's talk at the end of the season.
Alameen,
I give him a year.
I'm telling you now.
Alameen, why did you not go for him?
Liverpool were interested in Mamouche. Liverpool contacted Mamouche's representatives and ran away when they were
here
told
we
about
go.
the
Oh,
deal.
you have Bayful, Banda. Please stop.
And Asim,
Abi, when are you coming to the UK? Are you coming to a game or two this season, Abi?
Sorry?
Are you coming to a few games?
Not with the Salah hate. Not the Salah hate that I'm coming.
I
with.
thought I was going to say, I want to make sure I get you a ticket. You make sure you sing his name.
Oh, yeah, Salah's gonna kill it tomorrow. Watch.
Remember what
Salah is chasing Aguero now. He's gonna get Aguero's record before the season's out.
Inshallah.
And then it's gonna be Kudafis. Thank you for so much.
He's after the home record as well, innit? He's on 101 home goals, innit? Same as Wayne Rooney.
I've actually ordered my El Alhi top already for Saudi with his name on it.
Say that again. Say that again.
Say that
again, you pendu.
Make sure it's 3 years.
Say that again.
El Ahli.
He's putting Salah on his India cricket top.
Asim, sorry, just one last one. Is Jake still there?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, Tafsir. Exactly. We weren't even monitoring him.
Oh, here we
weren't even
are.
monitoring
Here
him.
we are. Here we
Jake.
are. Look at his burner. Put his burner up on screen.
Tafsir. Yeah, that's Tafsir. Asim, that's Tafsir from Twitter.
Tafsir.
Yeah, from Twitter.
Jake,
I don't know.
Jake, just to understand your nervousness about the Villa game, they're on a poor run of form, and they've got 7. I think Sarib said 7 players injured. What are you nervous about exactly?
Oh, Yar, who gave this Tavla this much airtime today? He's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, he's asking Liverpool questions, isn't he?
No, go on, Jake. It's a good question.
Serious?
What's the question?
The question is, Villa on a poor run of form. They've been a bit inconsistent. They've got about 7 players out.
So they just beat Arsenal, haven't they?
What is the nervousness about exactly?
At the Emirates?
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, bro, defecting to Arsenal doesn't answer the question, does it? I mean,
To be fair,
no, but you just said that they're on a poor run of form. They just beat you.
They
No
did
win
not
yet
so
as
long
well.
ago.
Premier League. No wins in
They
4.
grew.
No wins in 4 for Villa.
So I just want to understand what Jake's nervousness is about exactly. They've got 7 players out.
It's a home. Do you know Villa Park is it's intimidating. I was there last
It is,
season.
man. Whole end, man. Whole end. Yeah, they're good team.
Under the lights as well.
Yeah, they're not no joke, man. At home, Villa got good sport. They rock that stadium, man.
Let Jake answer though. Jake, go on, Jake.
Sorry,
Hello, DL. We've been going for 2 hours.
Jake, you're very quiet today, Jake. Talking it.
He's nervous. I told you. He's
not nervous. I'm gonna private message him. I know what's up with Jake.
You took the screen time. Okay, so let me explain this to you. There's a few different things. Number one, Villa Park away, as they've mentioned, is a very difficult fixture no matter what. So first and foremost, you can't just expect to walk into Villa Park and get 3 points no matter what type of form that they're in. So let's just get that out of the way right now. Yes, they do have some injuries, some big injuries, that's for sure. That might make it a little bit easier. The main concern that I have is I'm expecting this title race to get tighter. It's not going to balloon up before it goes down. That's my opinion. It's going to go down before it goes up. So I'm expecting us to drop points either today or Sunday, if not both of these games. Now, the reason why I expect that is because we're not in the best of form either. And from what I saw against Wolves, and I talked about this on the show on Sunday, I saw a manager that, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, in my opinion, is starting to feel the pressure. And I think the manager is starting to feel the pressure of winning this league, and it's in turn affecting the way he's managing games. And that's what I don't like to see. I hope I'm wrong.
That's bullshit. Honestly,
Okay.
Jake. How can
Jake,
you
Two
how
games.
can you say
Two
he
games.
managed the game on Sunday?
Everton and Wolves, and you're saying that 2 games. That's
No,
based
no,
on
he
2
managed
games.
the game on Sunday.
It's one game. It's only one game. It's
What
only
score
one
was
game.
it? What score was
Jake,
it on Sunday?
Jake, we were 4 points behind. We could be 10 points tomorrow.
Jake, say that?
Arsenal were 4 points behind, where we could be 10 points tomorrow. You said we had to get close to go high in it, so there it is.
No, I'm saying it's going to get tighter before it gets.
It was tight,
the
4
gap
points,
gets
and then
wider.
we're gonna leap it to 10 points tomorrow.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about with games in hand. I'm talking about on even games. It's going to get tighter.
But Jake, just on that, a title-winning team, or a team that challenges, you have bad games, but you still win. Not. You can't expect control and dominance 100% of the time at full pelt.
This is the argument that
throughout the
everybody wants to
season.
talk about. Nobody's talking about dominating Wolves for 90 minutes. There's a big gap between being dominated at home by Wolves for 60 minutes and dominating Wolves for 90 minutes.
Yeah, but that's
So you
one
guys
game,
keep coming-
Jake. That's one game you're basing it on.
Jake,
Jake, we're playing 5 games in 15
Jake,
days.
great teams been ugly, Jake.
Exactly. That's the point.
Wait. Hold on. This is where you guys got me confused. I'm not complaining about the performance of the players. I'm okay if I thought we didn't perform well against Wolves. That's not the problem that I have. We mismanaged the game. That's a big
That's fine.
difference
Slot made
between
mistakes. He's
not
allowed to make
performing
mistakes.
well.
Slot will make mistakes throughout the season. Pep makes mistakes.
So
Every
my
great manager
concern
makes
is
mistakes throughout
if
the
he
season.
continues making
Jake, but
mistakes.
didn't his substitution
Okay,
go right? Because he got Kwanzaa in and Endo
Yeah,
in
he
there. And we
changed it
survived
from
the game,
Everton,
and we
yeah.
got the 3
Jake,
points.
we won. Jake, come on, we won.
That's my point, Jake. How do you think
Jake,
he
now's
mismanaged
the time to troll. Now's not
on
the time to
Sunday?
troll.
No, I understand what you're saying. The performance
Stop
wasn't
trolling
good.
now.
The performance wasn't good. We got the
How,
result.
Jake?
No,
You
but
tell
his
me how.
substitution were right one day this game because
Jake,
at the
no
day
need
we
to
were
troll.
struggling.
No need to troll.
He's not trolling.
He's
He's
being
not
serious.
trolling.
But Bashi
He's
made
not
an
like
excellent
you.
point.
But you had
No,
it.
he's not. He's right, man. Jake, I understand where you're coming from. Since that United game at the start of the season, our performance has dropped slightly. I'm not gonna lie. Since the start of the season, last year we were the best team.
But she's
This
got
is
to
the
push Shati out in that.
this is the answer to your question, Asim. What you
What's
refuse
that?
to believe, and this is
Mashallah.
my belief.
Shati out in that. Anji.
That's what I'm saying. You come and feel that
You
took
look
the
like you look like Ranbir Kapoor.
Are you
Yeah,
not concerned? Are you not concerned? Yeah.
I'm Amitabh Bachchan to you. I'm 6'3".
A better
Boys,
team.
let Jake go, man.
If Wolves are coming to Anfield and getting 10 shots, 11 shots on our goal, in the second half of the game, not even the whole game, the second half. Don't you think if we keep playing like this, a better team is going to punish us? I think that's what Jake's trying to say.
Everyone's been saying this every time.
We had an emotional game against Everton.
Everyone says this every time.
If we play like that against Villa, play like that against Man City, that will end 4-5-1 to them. I'm telling you. We
Sarib,
that's with every game in the season. We let everyone have chances, don't we?
Against Everton too. An overcharged game, emotional charged game on Wednesday.
But that's not going to go away.
You have to understand is, you are not going to go and play the whole season in fourth and fifth and sixth gear. Nobody has done that. It's the fine line between playing shit and getting results. And what do you say when you play teams like Wolves and come out the other side? They say this is a championship sort of form. This is a championship winning team.
Signs of champions.
Shit. Signs of champions. It's a fine line, isn't it? But what you say is we have to judge this form. If it continues for the next 3-4 games, then it's a bigger problem.
Exactly. Not 2 games.
At the moment, you can't say that.
But that's my point. That's the concern that I have is if that continues from the manager. I'm not talking about from the players.
So we talk on Sunday. We talk Sunday post match. If tomorrow and City the performances are bad and we slip up, then you've got a case. You haven't got a case right now.
You asked me for my prediction. My prediction is we're going to drop points tomorrow night, and that's my reasoning why.
Based on one game, Jake. Based on one game, you've made that prediction.
That's my prediction.
No, it's an Everton game as well.
Yeah, we were shit.
Man. Everton's totally different.
How many wins do we have in our last 7 or 8 matches? 4.
Guys, to be honest,
including Plymouth, and PSV.
That goal I'm not including Plymouth. I'm talking about Premier League matches. How many wins do we have?
What do you mean? That performance was just disgrace. Include it. What do you mean? That's a disgrace.
Premier League only. How many wins do we have in our last 7 games?
Where I disagree with you. Okay, we'll wrap up in 5. Where I disagree with you, Jake, is you said this manager is mismanaging games.
That's why he mismanaged the last game, just the last game.
Jake, last 7 games. Brentford away 2-0, Ipswich home 4-1, Bournemouth away 2-0, Everton 2-2.
The game I think Slot mismanaged was the derby. He should have brought Endo on. He mismanaged that game, and he understood that he was wrong, so he brought Endo on against Wolves. And after Endo came on the pitch, we conceded 1 shot.
My point.
Sorry, we won't be having this conversation if Tarkowski didn't score that.
Exactly.
No,
let's say how it is. And Konate got fouled. We won't be having this conversation.
But he did.
But the fact that Bashi, the fact that Tarkowski got the equalizer, Sarib has the point.
Yeah.
I know he has the point.
I don't think he mismanaged
Wolves didn't
Everton.
equalize.
I think
the same way you can say Arne Slot managed the game on Sunday.
You guys,
he didn't mismanage the game against Everton. He mismanaged the game against Wolves. He got the right result against Wolves, and he got the wrong result against Everton.
Yeah, but don't you think you're overreacting based on one game?
He mismanaged both of them.
Yeah,
I'm not overreacting.
But
you
are overreacting. You are.
Give me one good reason how he mismanaged the game on Sunday.
I've given you plenty of good reasons.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
Yes,
you haven't.
I have.
You have not given me one reason. He
We
had
were
to
just
take
shit.
Konate
That's
off.
simple. It's nothing to do with
He had to
management.
take Konate off, didn't he?
Boys,
one more foul, he was getting sent off.
But boys, last point from me.
No, I don't. Okay, I'm not talking about Konate. That's not. I never brought Konate up.
But you tell me how he mismanaged that game then.
Van Dijk said himself the players got nervous. Van Dijk said himself the players got nervous.
Huh?
It has nothing to do with the players.
Van Dijk said it himself though. He goes, "We got nervous." It's not on Slot.
So
wait. So 10 shots on your goal against Wolves, who are 17th in the league, is acceptable, and that's not on the manager.
So what do you want? What do you want Slot to do? Tell him to push up.
But boys, can I?
What are you doing? You blame the manager for setting the team out that way.
Sorry, just one point.
How did we
It's a bit every game, Sarib. What you know?
Exactly. 2-0 up, Sarib.
Exactly.
The Wolves game, I don't care.
What do you mean 2-0 up?
Liverpool, top of the league.
Let's
Wolves should not be doing that to Liverpool at home. They should not be doing it at home.
I agree with that.
This is where
we agree, but that's not Slot. That's the players being tired.
This is why I'm not going to criticize Slot for that game specifically, because he started to understand that. He brought Endo on, which is why I make the point about the derby. He didn't bring Endo on, which is why I think he mismanaged the derby, not the Wolves game.
No, you just 5 minutes ago said he mismanaged both.
Exactly. That's what you just said, Sarah.
You said he mismanaged both.
I think there was parts where he did mismanage the Wolves game, but he learned as from some parts of the Derby game where he brought Endo on. He brought Endo on, and that eventually got us the result. The performance that we had against Wolves didn't warrant a win. Neither did the performance against Everton. But
Can
he
Salah give us a
understood that.
performance tomorrow?
He understood that I need somebody in the midfield that can break it up, and he brought Endo on against Wolves, and we saw it out. He learned in the game.
Asim quickly.
I will only be happy when Salah doesn't score and assist. That's the only time he'll be happy.
He celebrates. He
Boys,
has fireworks. He has fireworks. in his back
No,
garden.
no, you know when he scores. You know when he. I'm gonna send you one of these audios that he sends us when the
Send it.
Salah scores.
Jake,
Oh
where
my
about
God.
this
Mad,
take? If
mad.
Slot realized that the players weren't going to last for the next few games, so he thought, you know what, we can't go man to man with Wolves. We haven't got the energy. We've got 2-0. Let's just sit back and counter attack. What about if that was actually the game plan? Because he knew his players couldn't last.
Guys,
the full
this
90.
Colombian Mumbo he's trolling, man.
No,
I'm
he's
not
being
all over
serious.
the debate.
I'm not
He's not
trolling at
trolling.
all.
He's not, man.
He knew.
I mean, he's not being
Listen,
like
Wolves
you.
went man and man,
Jake,
like
Jake,
attack.
Jake,
We couldn't
be
have had the
sensible
energy,
now.
so we
Be
decided
sensible.
to sit back.
But just one last point from me. Jake, I just think your concern is blown out of proportion. We're talking about Arne Slot, who I've seen, and I follow Liverpool.
I think by the end of the show, this Alaman's become a Liverpool fan too.
Avi, let me make my point. Let me make my point. Where I've
Jake,
seen
you're right. I agree with
Slot,
you, Jake. I agree with you.
where I've seen Slot learn from the mistakes that he's been making throughout the season. I always refer back to the Forest game where you guys lost that game, and ever since then, he's not allowed those mistakes to creep back in. He will learn from the Wolves game. He will learn from the Everton game, and I think Slot is that type of manager who sees things pretty quickly and is ready to adapt pretty quickly. His in-game tweaks.
I'm not sitting here and saying that that's not going to happen. All that I'm saying is
Your concern is blown out of proportion. That's my point. It's
Guys, if before the heart attack came, if Jota didn't dive, it could have been 4, it could have been 5.
If Jota doesn't dive, he loses possession of the ball. You guys keep saying that. He dove because he wasn't gonna have a shot. That's why
I didn't tell him to take a donkey touch. He should have put that away.
Okay, if he doesn't take a donkey touch and he doesn't dive, then yeah, he scores.
No, and then we were very lucky.
Same that Everton game. If Jota put that chance away, we would have won. We would have won Everton game 3-1 as well.
Bilal hit the nail on the head. The fact that the players became a bit complacent, a bit of fatigue came in because of what happened. There was a lot of intensity in midweek. Let me finish, Jake. And what happened was Wolves were quite dangerous even before we scored the first and the second.
Yes.
And then they continued. We've always struggled with 3/5 at the back because even before we scored, they had Semendo, what's his name?
Semenyo.
Semedo Nuri on the halfway line, and it asks the question, especially to Salah, that are you going to track back? And as Slot, explained a few weeks ago, that he wants Salah to track back, but he doesn't go past our halfway line because he has complete confidence in our high turnovers and in our press. But they were brave, and they had Semedo and Nuri on the halfway line, and they were kept on bypassing our press on a not on a consistent level, but they kept on getting out on a few occasions, and they were brave. And when they are 2-0 behind, they thought, fuck it, if we lose 4-0, 5-0, so be it. And they sensed Liverpool got a bit complacent, bit of fatigue kicked in, and the nerves kicked in, and they scored a brilliant goal. And all of a sudden, you could see it. We couldn't play out. We couldn't. Our build-up just got destroyed, and it was nerves, and it was that due to that man-to-man aggressive press became even more aggressive. If you just watch the second half, after 60 minutes, Nuri is on Trent's arse. Is on his arse. That's how high up the field he was. And we couldn't pass. And what happened was Van Dijk started clearing the ball, and we had the 3 players. He put Szoboszlai to nullify their right hand side to the left, and it wasn't working because Nunes, because we couldn't build up, we were launching the ball. We won 44 and 42% of the duels and aerial duels in the second half. We just couldn't get the ball, and they sustained attacks, and the nerves kicked in. That's what happened. And to the credit of the manager, he saw this. He brought Bradley on. He brought Hendo on. He put Szoboszlai to the left. He put Szoboszlai back into the middle because he kept on breaking lines. And ultimately, you can say it was nerve-wracking, but he managed the game because he made these small, subtle changes, some drastic changes, some people would say. But you can't say he mismanaged the game because everything that he had in control of, he did, and ultimately he got the result. Jake, come back at me now. I'm in the mood.
I will come back at you. Is
Oh,
somebody
let me
else gonna
get
speak or you
popcorn.
want
Let
me
me
to
get my
speak?
popcorn. Let me get my bag. Hold on. Just wait. Wait 1 second. Gone.
The problem that I have with this argument that you have that you brought up, all of those things are true, no problem. And I've told you this before, and I'm going to tell you this again. The moment an NBA, Bilal brought up a very good topic. But the moment we went up 2-0 against Wolf, the exact moment we went up 2-0, which is late in the first half, we dropped back and we started allowing them to have possession and take control of the game. That is the manager's decision. That's not on the players. That's on the manager. That's game management. Now, if you want to tell me the reason for that is to save legs for the players, you might be able to convince me.
That's what I think.
You might be able to convince me that I don't want to say is a good idea, but that gives me less reason to be concerned moving forward. Maybe. I don't know if that's the reason. I'm not even sure if I would buy that, but if that's what the reality is, I'm less concerned. But if the reason is because the players are tired, I'm even more concerned about that than I would be about the manager mismanaging the game, because this game tomorrow is going to require loads of energy. And so will the game on Sunday.
Yeah, but
maybe
you
preserving the
sometimes
players.
have games where you're physically tired after the derby. So it happens.
So why won't we be tired tomorrow?
Because you'll be refreshed. It just
Oh,
happens after the derby.
this
Sometimes
is
you're
the third game
mentally.
in a week. How will we know? How will we be refreshed?
You're not going to
Because
be ready to go
sometimes when
90
you
minutes
have
tomorrow.
sorry, when you've had a derby, you put all your energy in the next game.
Mental. It's mental
mentality.
energy.
You just drop off a bit, and you still get the result.
So it's mental
How many
fatigue.
times? How many times as a winning team?
Yes,
Look at Man City. They used to have a rubbish flipping game, and they used to still win it. Why? Because they were proper tired. They gave all their Champions League. They've had a really hard game. Next game they probably just won 1-0. People used to say, "Oh, it's a drop." It's not a drop off. It's just that sometimes your levels drop a bit, but you get the result. The most important thing now at the moment is to get the 3 points. It's not about
Nobody
having a
watched the
10 out of
first
10
half.
performance all the
Nobody
time.
watched the first half against Wolves and said, "You know what? We look tired." Then the moment we step foot in the second half, we get absolutely fucking battered by Wolves at home. And now you guys want to say, "Oh, we got tired." You got tired when? Did you get tired?
But
Because
Jake,
you weren't
the
playing
tiredness,
very
the
well.
tiredness,
That in the whole
the
season,
tiredness
we've had
shows.
that before as well.
The tiredness shows in the last
2-0 is a dangerous scoreline
stages
as
of
well
the
going
game.
into
but why
half
can't
time.
you give credit to the Wolves manager?
I do.
Maybe he said to his players, push up all the way, go all out. We've got nothing to
And there was
lose.
a big, and Billy, not only that, there was a big drop off in Salah's performance in the second half too.
Yeah,
You
of
have to
course,
accept that
of
as well.
course. Yeah,
Yeah, we forgot a flip inside Michael Chopra in it. That was a problem.
No, Sunil Chatri.
Mufti's in the building, man. What does that say?
Hey, bring him on, Asim. Hey, Asim, bring him on. We're not sleeping tonight, bro.
Shall I send him the link? Shall I send him
2
the
hours
link?
and 40 minutes, by the way.
Oh my god! Look how many likes have we got?
This has been like Sarib's welcoming back.
Yeah, guys, hit the likes, man. Smash the likes.
I said
Show the
about,
love.
I said about 2 footballing
nearly
points. 2 hours.
2,000 people watching still on Twitter, and there's about nearly over 200 people on YouTube. The Twitter people, make the fucking switch, man. I'm sorry, I'm swearing today, but come on, make the switch. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. We've been on 2 hours 40. Wow, and Blue Chip has changed his angle. Why have you changed your angle to
My laptop died. That's why I had to go.
Oh, Big Osam's in the building as well. You know what, Osam, if
Yes,
we went
done.
on live for about 2 hours 40 minutes,
That's my FSG,
I would
brother.
have sent you
Have
the
you?
link.
Have you? I've done it.
tired,
I've done it.
I'm
With
tired.
300 subs. 300 subs. We've done it. We've done
Well
it.
done.
We've done it.
Well done.
We've done it.
Good luck.
Many more to come. Many more to come.
Hey, Asim, send Mufti the link, man. We're gonna be here for another 4 hours.
I mean, I'm going, man. I'm a bit peckish as well, and I've got work to
You know
do.
these Arsenal fans, they can't sleep, yeah.
Shall we call it a night, boys?
Yeah, brilliant show, boys.
Okay. No, the last thing before we go, I'm gonna go around the
The
table
last
again.
2 things.
You give me one name. We've had the league. Give me who wins the Champions League. I went first last time. I'm going to start with Bilal. One team. Don't give me this. If it's Real Madrid in the final, I don't want to hear none of that. Give me one team. Bilal.
Okay. The final will be Liverpool, Barca, and we beat Barca.
Adnan,
Liverpool.
Alamin.
I'm gonna get cussed. Arsenal.
Arsenal.
No, that's fine. He's backing his team. It's not
Backing
funny.
his team.
He's backing his team. He's backing his team. No.
I mean, you guys can laugh all you want. Fair enough, but
Where's the final this year?
Munich.
Munich.
Hold on. This guy just asked you. You have 18 years to win Champions League, and you didn't say yes. And now you think you're gonna tell me you're gonna win it in 1 year.
No. Jake, completely two different questions. He's asked
It's
me
the
if we're
same
gonna win the
question.
Champions League in 18 years. I said, yeah, if we've got a chance. Yeah, if we're in the
If you're in it, you're there to win it.
we're gonna
If
win
you're
it.
in it, you're there to
To win
win
the
it.
Champions League, you have to be.
No, I don't know. I don't think we can even play Barcelona in the final.
Exceedingly good.
Now I
Okay,
know you know
okay.
nothing about
Okay,
the
look,
Champions League
Alamin
format,
said-
so I'll
Alamin
just give
said-
it a rest.
No, hold on.
I like
Listen,
one answer. Come on, lad.
I want my chawal, man. I want my chawal. Jake, give me one answer. You don't have to go with your heart.
You know,
go with
you-
your mind.
you-
Go
it's
with
not
your
about
mind.
I'm
Keep from
thinking
Colombia,
with my
that's it.
brain.
Final one.
I go Liverpool. Liverpool win Champions League.
Yes, Jakey. Yes, Milad.
Bashi?
Heart says Liverpool.
Mine
Mine
says
says Madrid, but we deal with them, man. No one's playing football like us this season. No one is.
Avi, you
No
went
on the
by
planet.
Leverkusen
Avi Manos.
earlier in the season. I like to remind you. Do you stick
You
with
will,
Bayern?
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Avi's going for Bayern.
Bayern
No,
Leverkusen.
even Leverkusen. Even
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen.
I'm still going with them.
I think Atletico Madrid have a big chance this season. I win the
That's a good
Champions League.
shout. That is
No,
a good
but
shout.
That's a good
I'm
shout.
looking at. I think they got a big chance. Atletico Madrid.
Solot, you know Solot, he's been key in the Champions League
I
campaign.
think Atletico Madrid got a real chance. But
Crystal
I'll be
Palace.
very surprised if Liverpool don't make the final. I think they'll make the final.
Avi Leverkusen, are you just trying to be edgy, bro?
No, I said it from the
What was
beginning of the
that
season.
prediction?
I said it from the beginning of the season.
Fair enough.
I think
Okay.
Alonso wants that Champions League. He's got the league. He had the league last season. I think
Asim
they dropped
bhai?
off in the league this season. I think they want the Champions
I
League.
You know,
think-
Leverkusen play
I-
either Real
I
Madrid or Man
think-
City the next
They'll
round.
beat them. They'll beat them.
Asim Bhai,
I
I
think
think that's something
Liverpool-
right about the format.
I think Liverpool do the treble this year.
I literally got it off my phone.
We beat Newcastle, we get number 20, and we get number 7. Have a good night.
Jakey here for the final, yeah?